welcome back to the Nethercast. I am Cyborg, as always, joined by Temp, Razor, Shad, and many more in the chat. Thanks everybody for tuning in live. We are going to be watching the VGAs to see if potential MK11 announcement, maybe? MK11 confirmed? I don't know. But as unlikely as it might be, there is still a possibility, so we figured we'd listen live anyways and do a recording of our reaction. If nothing's announced, then we'll just talk about whatever the hell. All right, on that note, take it away. Hey everybody, it's Cyborg. I'm cutting myself off because what happened here is, well, we watched the entire pre-show and then about an hour and 50 minutes into the main show. So we did about roughly 2 hours of content that really was amounted to nothing because it wasn't the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal. Instead, it was all the other reveals of the VGAs. So we kind of sounded bored, disinterested. So I'm cutting all of that out, and you guys just want to hear the good stuff. You don't want to hear us in misery or wondering what the heck is going to happen, because really we were just kind of sitting there twiddling our thumbs and just trying to be entertaining for, like I said, about 2 hours until we actually got to what we came to see, what we all came for. So I'm going to cut immediately to the reveal and our reactions, because we talk for a long time and we bring a lot of people on that were listening live on our Discord. So definitely come check out our Discord. It's in the description if you want to join us for live discussions or our live episode recordings, and we can bring you on for discussions. But yeah, I'm going to cut right to it. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get to our live reaction to Mortal Kombat 11. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
What?
What is happening? All right. I swear to God, if you're here,
an
He's presenting an award.
It's over.
Thank you. It's great to be back here.
This music is better than the Mortal Kombat X music.
To present the award for best sports or racing game.
You better lube it up first, Ed.
All right.
Oh, sweet dear.
That was a hell of a short speech, too.
I don't think he said once.
Why did the
I saw
spear? Hold
Scorpion
on.
spear.
Yeah. This could be a fake out. I think it's a fake out.
Boy, dude, stop it! Stop that shit!
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
All right.
It is a fake out.
Oh my God. Guys,
Thor?
it was worth it.
Huh.
Warrior Shrine.
No, the courtyard.
It's gonna be on YouTube after the show.
Dude, this is a thing I asked for. Like, to see the courtyard, but all like...
Wait.
Oh,
Stop.
dude.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, we got
League of
more
Legends.
crappy rap
Scorpion looks
music.
good. He looks really fucking good.
Holy shit.
I do
That's like
like...
I've been wanting for years.
Ass. Oh.
And they love their rap. I guess.
Oh my God.
I mean, we got Red Lightning. I asked for that. I like that Scorpion
And
outfit.
Scorpion with a katana
Oh
sword.
my God, they both look so good.
It's protagonist Scorpion. I've wanted this for so long.
He's fighting with the staff. I like that.
Oh God.
Ah.
I just want Sub-Zero to jump in and save his ass.
Yeah.
Raiden, kill everybody.
Oh.
Or
God.
not.
What?
That didn't happen.
It's a trailer, man.
That's a brutality, right?
But
What?
Wait, hold
No.
on. What?
No.
That's a brutality.
What is this?
That was sick. Scorpion died in the trailer.
What
Oh
is-
no.
Oh,
Back
shit.
to Kata.
What?
What? No! It's a crossover!
Oh, man, this is what I wanted!
A crossover from what?
I don't even know what. I don't know.
Timelines?
Universe!
What?
It's a timeline crossover! There's no way it's not!
Global launch.
Ah!
Global launch.
Ah!
Global lunch.
April 23rd.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Community reveal event, January 17th. Okay.
What was that?
Next month.
That was an
Who's this?
hourglass.
Is this Scorpion?
Oh,
What
that
the
must be the
fuck?
fucking dream chick.
Yeah, the timelines.
Yeah.
It legitimately is timelines.
Sorry about that.
It's Mobius from Legacy of Kain.
Actually,
Hold on. Let's see what he says.
real nominees for best sports or racing game.
Oh no, we don't give a fuck
That was
about that.
great.
No. What the hell did
I'm
we
gonna
just
give it up.
watch?
That was good.
Best troll ever.
I'm very critical of Boone, so when he does right, I want to tip my hat off. That was good shit.
Yeah, what just happened? What?
It was worth it. It was all worth it.
Okay, but what the hell did we just see? So we saw 2 scorpions. We see
CG trailer.
we saw
We saw
an hourglass with a lady touching it,
Woo!
who could be the dream lady.
Oh my god.
What
We
the?
saw brutality. That's all. I mean, that's the big thing.
We
I'm glad
had
Brutal's coming.
Dark Raiden, a new Scorpion or our Scorpion, and what was plainly ultimate MK3 Scorpion.
Right.
You know what really sucked about that Scorpion? That was the Scorpion suit from MKX, the classic ones.
What?
That sucked.
Jesus.
So-
fuck.
Okay,
It-
so let's just. We can probably turn this shit off now. I don't think we need anything else on here, right?
Poor
we're
bastard.
done here.
We're done.
I think we're done here. So
Finished.
now let's reflect on what we just watched. Okay,
Yep.
is there a way to
My,
rewind what we just saw? God, what the hell?
Is it up on YouTube yet?
Oh boy.
There is several people are typing. Yes. Yes.
It
they
is up
are.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube already. The announced trailer. Holy shit.
Listen, everybody calm down.
Okay, you can here. Let me just link it to everybody.
Everybody just calm down.
Boom. There you go. It's already on YouTube.
Is that Eric Bischoff?
Okay, I'm playing it back.
Dude,
What the fuck is going on?
Brusk says, "Bama
Okay, so Scorpion looks legit as shit. We get an awesome looking stage, which hopefully, just like the Deadwoods, that's actually in the game because that looks beautiful.
Like,
Yeah,
that
this
is
fucking-
plainly a ruined like courtyard
Yes.
It's
with all the dead monks.
yeah, all the dead palace guards or whatever. Holy.
wasn't that a stage in the comic, MKX? Yeah, Reiko was there.
yeah, but it
went
was
back to
well,
the
no,
alley.
it was the throne room was all we really got to see.
Holy cow. Okay, so I'm playing it
can't-
back.
I have to unpack this.
Okay, so let me do.
Easy, guys.
There are
We're
three
getting to it.
No, there are 4 things if you count Red Lightning in this trailer that I specifically asked for and was like, we're never gonna get it. They don't like me. They won't
We
give me
also
what
got
I
Blue
want.
Lightning.
We also
They're
got the
listening to
announcement.
us, guys.
Wait, hold on. What was the end? Okay, I need to go back. What is global launch? So we're getting this game on April 23rd.
Everyone.
Holy
Sounds that
fuck.
way, yeah.
So that's
It's a globe exclusive.
that's 5.5 months we're gonna have this game.
And
Guys?
next month is like a gameplay reveal, I guess?
5.5 months we're gonna be playing this game.
The Nethercast.
That means
Can't
we're not.
believe
Hold
that.
on. That's the exact perfect scenario I said that I wanted was not to have that gap to just basically wait on the reveal, so that way we don't have to wait from October to February without any shit shown. And that's exactly what they're doing. Is they waited till December so that way we can still get it in April. I'm fucking hype.
I can't believe we're here.
Community
It's
reveal
wonderful.
event on January 17th. So we're gonna get new actual legit gameplay and a bunch of shit
That's what I
unloaded
said.
on us.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
How's like the finger break the most painful looking part of this? It's hilarious.
Oh, Shao Kahn.
Where?
What about
Watch
him?
the trailer on YouTube. Shao Kahn's at the end.
I'm
Oh
watching
shit!
it.
At
I'm
the very
watching
end,
this.
yeah.
Holy
Pre-order
fuck?
pre-order to get Shao Kahn in beta access.
Oh
Jesus.
my
Zoro.
god!
Beta, huh? I like beta.
This is
Oh man.
Where
Wait,
Oh
you
my
got this.
god, fucking Shao Kahn. He looks fucking awesome.
I'm still looking for the video link. I'm having trouble.
I
I
got
watched
you,
the whole
Django.
trailer front to back.
I put it
again.
in the chat here. I'll put it in the chat. Just watch that.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit. Oh my god. What
Thank
the
you.
fuck?
I'll say this. Khan. Wait. Khan has like Tarkatan bones growing out of one arm. What the? This is a weird design.
Didn't he have that in his head anyways? Like the dragon?
no, he has like fingernails for a forehead. It's a different design from a
Holy
Tarkat.
fuck.
The only thing I don't like is the spikes and the horns he's got now, but everything else is really good.
It's a very elaborate.
It
You know
kind
what?
of-
He looks like.
It
Do you
kinda looks
remember
like one
the end of?
Shaq's outfits.
Do you remember
Like,
the end of the
oh my
80s
God.
Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph
Yes.
Lundgren,
Of
where
course.
Skeletor gets like the gold form? That's what this is reminding me of.
Well, I do like the red and gold. I love gold and like primary colors mixed together so
Okay,
much.
like looking at this, it makes me think of like Shao Kahn in the timeline after he killed Raiden.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes a lot
Yeah,
of fucking sense.
That's
I agree.
Holy shit. And we're definitely getting timelines, because if you go back and look at that shit, that is the sands of time going on, and you get fucking...
Prince of Persia confirmed.
yeah, that is
Dude,
Dream
good
Lady.
roster confirmed. Holy
Jade
shit.
confirmed.
What do you
Jade's
mean?
in this.
So wait a second. If we're getting
Oh, wait, you're
the
right,
two
you're right.
timelines.
You're right, because then we can get all the fucking people back,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, how
Everyone
many
back.
fucking
They
characters?
won't be dead.
How many
Well, I
characters
mean,
can they possibly like fit
Not
into
that
this
many,
thing?
because you could just have that with very
Holy
old Scorpion
fuck.
and new Scorpion in the same character.
This...
Well, no, but I mean, like there are a lot of people who were like
Oh my god, like, I'm...
important in one timeline that aren't important in the other.
This music
God,
is
I'm-
really making my dick soft.
I'm kidding. Dude, I have goosebumps right now. This is fucking perfect. This is what we all wanted. We're getting the timelines. We're getting Dream Lady followed up on, so it'll actually be an actual big thing they take seriously. We're getting Shao Kahn as a pre-order.
We're getting classic characters.
We're getting classic characters coming back with classic attires. We're getting this game out in April, for fuck's sake. We're not having to wait till 2020. We're not having to wait all the way till next fall. We are getting this out in 5.5 fucking months. There's gonna be a beta, so that way they can iron out the kinks, so that way...
Okay,
Online.
no one die.
Holy
Between now and
shit.
April, all right?
Okay,
Try
so
not to
wait.
get killed.
Can't even believe that. I can't
Okay, so
even
wait.
fucking believe that.
Community reveal event isn't till the middle of January, so we're probably getting nothing between now and then.
Yeah, they're gonna watch us
But
lose
when
our
that
shit.
happens, it's 4 months till launch. How much shit is going to be in this reveal?
Oh my god. It's gonna be stacked like fucking mad. Holy... Like... This is good. This is amazing. Like, this is exactly what we asked for.
You know, I gotta give it to him. I was honestly expecting to not like what I saw, but they gave me like a whole bunch of things that I was like, well, this is what I want, but they'll never do it.
You heard
Holy
it here
shit.
first, Razor.
Holy shit.
I was more optimistic, but I feel like there has been a quality staircase over the last
There has
few
been.
years.
There
I was
absolutely
expecting this
has.
to be
I kind of love the fact that they made us watch until the very fucking end.
Yes, yes.
Boone is a genius. That sports, the top sports, whatever the fuck that was brilliant. I had to give it up to that.
As soon as that spear went through the screen, I'm like, wait a minute. Why would they do that? Oh my god. This
I
is
thought the
amazing.
spear was just like,
You know
hey,
what
guys,
it was?
said Boone
You know
answered
what
our
that was?
category.
Wait, hang on a second.
Ed fucking got us. He trolled us.
Smoke Man just found something on the trail description that we're too excited to read. The all-new custom character variations give you unprecedented control
Oh my
to customize the fighters and make them your own.
Where are
The
you
new
seeing
graphics
this, Ed?
engine showcasing every skull-shattering, eye-popping moment brings you so close to the fight you can feel it. And featuring a roster of new and returning classic fighters, MK's best-in-class cinematic story mode continues the epic saga over
Skinemax?
25 years in the making.
Here, I'll post that in the chat.
Custom variations.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
There you go. So wait, whoa, hold on. So we gotta unpack that.
You know what else I'm
moves.
thinking?
That sounds an awful lot like the Injustice 2 like replace move system.
Yeah, and
Yeah, gear
honestly, UMK3 Scorpion makes me think of Gear.
Possibly.
Well, it's funny though because UMK3 Scorpion looked way better than Justice. Than...
Oh yeah, no, he looked fucking amazing. Like this looks like a Mortal Kombat character. None of that
Okay,
fucking
okay,
robot
well-
suit shit.
His looks
Gear
weird.
was always a possibility on the table. Everyone was worried about it, but if they
No,
do it right,
Here's the
I've-
thing. If
I've
they do
known-
it right, like this, where it's actual parts from previous games, that's what I want Gear to be. That
Same here.
yes.
And I know that they've been arguing back and forth internally about how to implement the system for a couple of months now, at least, or at least half a year. I
Right.
think I told you guys that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But shit.
Okay,
Here's
so that's
my-
not bad though,
yeah.
right? So as long as
Well,
the
it
gear
could
doesn't
be.
have stats
Yeah, no, if the gear is pieces I actually want to clothe the character in, then I'm 100% for gear.
The problem,
Well-
here's the thing that I think Temp's gonna be afraid of is if you have custom character variations, that mean we're dealing with custom movesets, which is that gonna be a tournament legal thing, and are those moves even gonna be used?
Is it going to be a tournament possible thing? Because you may not be able to access that on a day one copy. You might not be able to access that after 8 hours of gameplay. So
There's some
that could
weirdness
be-
here that
No,
I have
like,
to,
it's
I
all
have to
gonna
learn
be-
about before I get too hype about this. I've got
Separate
questions.
characters.
I got
These
fucking
these
questions.
are fair concerns.
Hold on, keep
There's a
going.
but.
I thought you were gonna be like the voice of
I also
reason.
don't
for a
know-
No, no.
change.
Well, the rest of that sentence is, but I don't play competitive, so I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing.
Nuts to that.
My
I
faith
also
in NetherRealm has been very
not
high.
a 3D fighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know that yet. It's kind of the squareness of the courtyard and whatnot kind of made it feel 3D to me.
And
I don't think it's gonna
No,
be,
that's
but I want to know.
the next
this
part
is-
of that.
they're not going
This
3D.
is
That's
not
dumb.
They better
They'll be
not.
dumb.
No, I don't think they're going
better not, but
3D.
I want to know.
I
They
think
would say if they had changed the whole goddamn engine to go.
not
3D
just that,
again.
not just that. In the trailer itself, I think it would have shown more 3D elements, like them moving on a 3D plane, if that's the route they were
Yeah,
going to
You're
take.
probably right, and that's mostly another gripe I have about
Razor, we're getting
PG
an
trailers like
echo
this. I
coming
hate
from
this
you.
shit.
All right.
I want to
Well, everybody's
I wanna see the
talking
game.
louder.
we're excited.
This
man.
is to be- this
My
is
mic
to
is
be
picking up my
expected.
speaker.
We're excited. It also says a new graphics engine, so there you go.
Where
makes
is
sense.
that
Unreal
link? I
4.
keep looking
Yeah.
for
Here,
it.
here.
Help
I'll
me.
repost it.
I private messaged that shit to you, Django.
It's
The link- No, I saw the video.
it's in
Oh.
the description for the video, Django. I reposted in the chat as well. Like it's in the YouTube description if you hit that. Okay, so let's read it again. So we got character variation, custom fighters, make them your own. The new graphics engine showcasing every skull-shattering, eye-popping moment brings you close to the fight as you can feel. So obviously new graphics, and possibly new gameplay because of that engine.
You want to know something funny?
Sure.
No.
The name of the song in the trailer is Immortal.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's not even. That's actually not funny.
Okay, and then we got featuring a roster of new and returning classic fighters, which I think is important. Mortal Kombat's
Yes.
best in class cinematic story mode continues the epic saga over 25 years in the making. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Holy shit.
Dude, I am 100% in for custom variations because it means I never have to see Ninjutsu Hanzo again.
You'll have to see him when I play him, Razor.
What do you mean? Ninjutsu?
He's
You
So
really,
actually-
you're really gonna customize a scorpion just to remove all of the fire moves?
I
Just
am
to-
now.
Still, though, if you watch that trailer, both
Pretty much, yes.
Poot, you make a point, Poot. You said, remember, classic was Tanya and Tremor, so when they say classic characters doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be who we think it does. But I think the big caveat to that is we
Okay.
know this is dealing with timelines. We saw 2 Scorpions in there, so therefore we can get pretty much any character back. It doesn't matter if they're Revenant anymore, because we are merging timelines here, and there will be one timeline that rules them all, so to speak. So everybody that
in the
died as
world-
Revenants, we can get back as actual their characters that weren't dead for 25 fucking years.
In the world we live in now,
probably have both.
I am willing to accept the word classic used for Tanya.
Sure. This is just huge.
Like,
this
I
is
just-
fucking
there-
everything we wanted. This is
There
insane.
are people who would like consider Kenshi
Holy
to be a
shit.
classic character. Deadly Alliance was a
Yeah, like
long
Yeah.
at this point, anybody from the 3D era
Is
qualifies
classic, yes.
as classic.
I-
Stone Temple Pilots is on Classic Rock.
Okay, well, fuck. Holy
Nice.
shit. It's coming out in April. Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
by far the biggest takeaway for me.
Holy
By
fuck. We
far.
thought we were going to be waiting a year at least for this, and we're actually going to, like, not only did, like, Razor, Shad, all of us get what we want, but Temp, you've been complaining about the marketing cycle for, like, the last 3 games, and we're going to have it all in a 5.5 month period, so there should be no dead fucking period. It should be
Yeah.
all hype for...
Absolutely every single one of us got what we wanted. They are
Holy
listening
shit.
to us. Thank you. I
Well,
love you, Secret Netherrealm.
Did I
Mole
get
in
what
our
I
chat
wanted?
To
right
be
now.
fair,
I'm trying to figure out if I got what I wanted.
we don't know we got everything we wanted until we see Fujin and Serena.
Sure, sure.
I think one of those at least. I
They're
don't know
not
which
going to
one of
drip
those.
that right off the bat. But at this point, with that kind of fan service,
Holy
I'd be
fuck.
very surprised if Fuji was
I mean, did you really think they were gonna pull that fucking string of the timelines? Did you really think we were gonna go down that
No,
road?
I never thought they would
I
do
thought
that.
that was
shit.
like I thought that was like the most hopeful kind of fan wank.
Yeah, no,
Something
that
we
was
all
like
wanted
my
to
most
see.
far off dream. It was
Yes.
that and or Onaga were the two things I wanted the most that I thought would never happen.
Like, everyone that's
no
shit on the story now has a sign of legitimate, like, real hope that they can latch onto, that this is all leading to somewhere, that this isn't just for naught, that we're not going to just continually reboot the franchise over and over, that we're actually progressing forward by merging this, and there will be ultimately resolution coming from this. They screwed themselves with Armageddon. They screwed themselves with killing off half the cast in the reboot. Now we can finally fucking hopefully find a nice medium that we can move forward from.
But,
Holy
okay,
shit.
And we
this
know
is-
the day.
it's exciting, but everybody
Next update. That's crazy.
I
just
mean,
because
the
they
whole
aren't doing the
merging the
thing, they aren't
timelines and
addressing
moving
the old
forward
story.
thing, whether or not that's pleasing depends entirely on which things they retcon out.
Sure.
Like, which mistakes they unmake.
Right. What were you saying, Jingo?
Like,
I know you've been trying to talk.
I mean, there's this. Just because these things are addressed and like whatnot, it's not gonna cool it, because it might be addressed very poorly if you guys are if you're coming at this like you're really excited about the story possibilities. There are story possibilities to make the old timeline not just something abandoned and whatnot, but it's not going to be easy, I don't think, for them to pull that off well with how whatever they're going to do with merging these two or doing whatever they do. It's a challenge. It's a big
you know
challenge.
what though? Like,
But what doesn't matter, or that what isn't a question, is Shao Kahn looks cool.
Oh shit! Doubtfirality made a good point. There's a Switch logo at the end. This is coming out on Switch too. That's funny. Not that that matters, but I just thought that's interesting.
first time on a Nintendo since Armageddon.
And
I
it
think?
actually be legit instead of being a gimmick.
He looks pretty Japanese in this shit, doesn't he? Look like anime though, like super high fantasy Japanese.
I hope there's a
Yeah,
classic
he's
Shao Kahn, but he
pretty
doesn't
over
look
the
bad.
top. But on
I mean,
the
if we're
bright
getting
side,
gear, so
he'll have a classic costume.
It kind of
Oh,
makes, like I don't know, all
God.
the red just kind of makes me feel like it's Reiko shit. But I mean, it's Shao
Here's a
Kahn,
beta.
obviously.
Reiko's more of a purple. This is definitely Shao.
I know. I fucking
Reiko's
the
always
beta.
been like that
Oh
dark
my God.
maroon burgundy
it's-
red thing.
It's
Holy
kind of
shit.
tapping into that like Japanese mythology angle that Shao Kahn kind of always carried with him,
Holy
the angles of the
shit.
helmet. That
Yeah, I
really
like it.
look
That's
so
very much like
Holy
a
fuck.
Dynasty Warriors character. Like,
Yeah, he does. Which is good. Like this is way better than what they had last time. Was
Holy shit!
Combat 9.
Okay, Tyler just made an incredible tweet. At this moment, I have one of the best Mortal Kombat 11 players in the world. Hold that for now.
Oh my
Good
God!
shit.
Like, I don't. God dang! This is just.
I love that Scorpion mask so much. I love the Scorpion costume so much. It looks so
It's
good.
so. It's
Oh,
like
this-
simple. It's good.
And the
That
that
gold
mask
and
is
the
so much
hood.
better than the one in X. Like, I like his X outfit overall, but I just never liked the mask.
The mask is really similar.
I
to
actually
the
do
mask.
like the mask, but this is better.
Well, this one, the thing
This
I
one
don't
does
like
look a
about
little
the
bit
X
more
mask
like the
is
skull, though.
the horizontal lines where his teeth should be marked out.
Man, the graphics. Look at that freaking. Ugh. That's just disturbing.
Well,
Okay,
listen,
talk
CG
about-
shit.
No, I know it's CG, but holy
shit pisses
shit.
me off.
Speaking of it being
I wanna see
CG
the
shit,
game.
they're not rubbery.
Yeah.
This
like,
is
I was about to
like,
say, can we talk
CG
about
trailer
how...
they've ever had that I really liked. since like, I mean, they didn't really have CG trailers for the 3D era. They just
Both
released
Scorpions,
the
This is the
the
only good
old
one,
one and
Razor.
the
This
new
is
one,
the
both got
only
the
good one.
katanas on. I noticed that part.
Holy
Like,
heck! Man.
Ultimate MK3 Scorpion here actually doesn't look like rubbery shit. It looks
Yeah.
like he's wearing a suit. It looks decent, and it actually also looks like he's wearing like the MK2 mask, not the Ultimate 3 skull, but it still kind of works.
I don't like that costume. It's just the one from Mortal Kombat X. I don't think that looks.
No, the
good.
one from X had a different mask. This is
Yeah, that one from X had a different
technically
mask. I'm
actually
talking about the rest of the
mythology
costume.
Scorpion because he's wearing the MK3 suit, but the MK2 mask.
For whatever, like the big squares on the vest on the top, that really pisses me off and it bugs me. It did in Mortal
Oh
Kombat
yeah,
X,
you're
too.
right. The squares, like it's a big one
Holy
on the text, and then a
I
tiny one
didn't.
in the middle.
I don't
There's-
dig that.
Screenshot of classic Scorp. Oh my!
And I don't know
gosh.
why they wouldn't just show, like, why are we seeing the Mortal Kombat X version of the suit? Like, why not just show the Injustice one? Like, take that and remake it into this, obviously. But like, the Injustice one looked like the UMK3 one. This one is weird.
they've got to emphasize the fact that it's like a timeline crossover.
Well, now
There's
to
no
be
real
fair,
better way
this is again the CG trailer. These are not
It
in-game
is.
graphics. If you remember the MK9 trailers, Scorpion was wearing his versus DC outfit in
was.
some of them.
But like the question is like, okay, you have to bring over you're bringing over one of the designs into CG to make a CG trailer. Why would you pick the MKX UMK3 costume over the Injustice UMK?
Oh man, this is
I think it's just what they had assets for.
But they had the Injustice assets though.
No, but Injustice 1 looks like ass.
No, Injustice 2.
It would take a lot more work to make it look nice in a CG trailer.
The Injustice 2 one, not the Injustice 1 one.
Scorpion's not in Injustice 2.
The UMK3 armored shit is an Injustice
be
2, and it looks
right
like
back,
it's got all
guys.
those.
Those weird
And
robot.
can I say one thing?
bicycles.
Is that thank God
can
it's
try.
thank God it's Mortal Kombat 11 instead of XI because it makes all those YouTubers look like fucking stupid. It's like kept putting XI.
that.
Combat Z.
And I kind of like that whole aesthetic approach to it. Like it does look like with the text and the your next shit. It does look like Mortal Kombat X Part 2.
Yes,
You know, I also like the "Your Next" slogan because, like, who's next was the last one.
exactly.
Yes, it's not Goldberg this time. Us. That had to be like a brutality thing we saw there, right?
Yeah.
That could have been a fatality.
Like, that
You
did
don't
not
know.
look like a fatality. That looked like a brutality.
Which bit?
Where he
When he
kills
Beat
Raiden.
Scorpion to
Scorpion.
death.
Oh, the Scorpion
maybe.
one.
He's like beating his fucking head into the thing over and over again. Like that's a brutality.
I
And
mean,
then Scorpion came out and did a fatality.
yeah, he did that to Raiden.
Classic Scorpion did the fatality.
I mean, I'm sure brutalities are coming back.
they have to. If they don't, I'm
Oh
gonna.
yeah, everyone loved them.
Dude, that's gonna be. Nope. Gotta do it.
Holy heck, man! I'm just like I'm on cloud 9. This is insane. Everything.
But I also want to know what happened with these poor monks in the front, dude.
Yeah, they've been like sitting there for
I can't-
25 years.
I
This
think
is,
the
like,
biggest,
Go home after the tournament.
other than the story,
bastards.
like the timelines shit, like the biggest legitimate shock is the fact that it is coming out in April. Holy shit! Like, we do not have to wait. Like, think about it. When we were disappointed, it was at E3. That was 6 months ago. We have less of a wait to Mortal Kombat 11 from here on out till it comes out than we did from E3 to now. That is
It's gonna be
insane.
a difficult couple of months.
Holy
You know,
shit.
if you look at this trailer, like it does look very, very much in keeping with Mortal Kombat X.
Yes.
This
I
is
hope
the
it's
same
not
like
as-
visual style and
Well,
color palette.
I hope it's not as dark, you know?
It's pretty
Scorpion's
fucking
pretty
dark down
yellow,
here.
yeah,
especially
his,
the UMK3 one.
yeah, his
Yeah, I mean,
classic
yes,
one's pretty yellow.
He's clearly yellow, but it still looks like you could watch the old Wiz Khalifa bullshit from the first one and this one back to back, and it's like, oh, it's a continuation of
Yeah.
the same thing.
Well, here's
Right
the
about
thing.
that.
It depends on the stage, because for like a 25 years old broken down version of the courtyard, it does make sense for it to look like that. Like,
But it's not just the
more
courtyard.
muted.
It's foggy hell here. Something bad happened here that was on the
yeah,
ground.
like I like that though. Well, the
It's
colors
nice.
on
No,
Shao
it looks
Kahn are
cool.
really
I
bright.
like it.
Man, this is just.
But yeah, to me, this is they're keeping consistent with the same art style in general for Mortal Kombat.
So are
Yeah,
we
but,
back to
like, I
weekly
don't-
podcasts?
I don't have a problem with the art style of MKX.
Yeah?
I have a problem with the fact that all the stages look like that. Like I wanted like the Outworld ones to be a little more brighter and more colorful.
I gotta
Oh,
work with that. I want I
like-
definitely would like more variation and color. Like MKX, we talked about this to death. Jesus Christ, let's not talk about MKX.
Yeah,
anymore.
no, fuck talking about
But
MKX.
there was like that weird brownish type filter that was in Injustice 1 that still had a little bit over MKX. They got rid of it in Injustice 2.
Yes.
And I'm sure they'll probably do that here. Like, there's other ways to get a gritty, cool look without.
No, I'll
putting a
show you
brown
the
filter on the
picture
shit.
that gives me faith that at least it still might be dark and gritty like Mortal Kombat, like we know it to be now as of MKX, but there is hope that it'll at least be brighter and vibrant where necessary, that it's not always going to be dark, and it's that picture right there.
Right. Everybody look at Raiden's really cool red lightning. It's red as hell. Okay?
It is super red.
It's very red.
And yeah, there are bright colors going on with the fucking bald chick.
There are.
Where
Holy-
the fuck is Shao Kahn sitting?
And not just that, I mean, you're right with
In a
like
cave.
Scorpion. With Scorpion, he's pretty bright yellow when you look at like the stills here, so there's that one.
You know what? Actually,
what steals are you talking about? Link me up.
I'm posting them up in the general chat as we talk.
Okay.
This place where Khan's sitting reminds me of Khan's cave from Ultimate MK3. Like, I feel like I see the spiral stairs in the back.
Holy shit.
I can see that.
Oh my gosh, this is just... I am fucking super, super pumped that this game is coming out in April, and that, like, not only are we getting everything that we wanted, at least so far, that we know about. Obviously, the roster is still up in the air, but I think we have a lot of hope on the roster just from the fact that you're merging the timelines. You kind of have to bring the best back for this. If it's going to be an all-out brawl between old Scorpion and new Scorpion and all that shit, like, you need to bring back some of the fucking key players.
Yeah, I feel like under the circumstances of this trailer, it would be a real dumb move for, like, Johnny Cage and Jax not to be in.
Yeah, and if there was a time to bring, like, a bigger roster, this has to be it. This has to be a bigger roster. Doesn't have to be like 60. Doesn't have to be 60, characters or any crazy shit like that.
Like in the ballpark of 40.
40, yeah, 40. I would agree with that. Maybe not at launch. Maybe we get like 30, 32
at launch.
Yeah, no,
that's after DLC, I think.
Yeah.
But...
Holy shit.
I'm gonna guess anyone who's selectable probably has like an original and current timeline counterpart. Probably.
I mean, probably. That makes the most sense.
Well, that's the weird thing, because, like, Kotal Khan is such a big thing in this timeline, but he doesn't really have a counterpart in the other ones.
So cool. They could just give him a good alt this time and move on.
I can't...
That last game was so bad.
Fucking believe, like, we're actually getting... That was my hype scenario that I laid out in the chat, and I still can't get over the fact that we're actually going to get a 5.5, 6 month development cycle. Like,
I'm back.
Even as much as I hyped it up and said how much it makes sense to change it to that, so you don't have that fucking 5-month period where you get dead shit and everybody loses hype, I didn't think they would actually do it. So the fact that they did, I am elated. Holy
this
shit.
hype train has no brakes. There are no time for breaks.
No, like, we can, like, at least starting... I mean, we have enough content to at least break down. But, like, at least in January, it's going to be fucking balls to the wall. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have so much shit to talk about. Oh, my gosh.
My body wasn't ready.
This is just... Yeah, I mean, this over-delivered in a good way. Like, just perfectly.
I am glad that you guys sound very, very, very happy. It's exciting.
What do you feel? What do you...
I need to see more.
You're just cautious?
I don't like the CG stuff. I don't...
Sure. You want something to chew on, yeah. I got you.
Well, I mean, I just want to see what the thing is that I'm going to be buying and playing for the next few years.
Right.
I don't know how representative this is going to be of that. I want to know.
I'm elated because this trailer kind of shows us much more about the game itself, its concepts, its angle, its potential plot than the MKX did. Because MKX, we got like Scorpion and Sub-Zero beating the shit out of each other in a forest. We didn't know anything about the game until a little while later. This, though, this was designed to get us...
Clearly, or MKX's CG trailer had no, like, plot or story context whatsoever. It's just those two going at it. This obviously does. Like, this is fucking...
This tells a lot.
Raiden's still a dick. Scorpion is fighting the dick.
Hey, whose weapon is that, by the way?
Etc.
Which weapon?
Doesn't somebody use a weapon like that in the games?
Yeah, no,
like
that's
Natar
one of the spears of the masked guards.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Picked it up off the floor.
I recognize it. I'm
There's
like, who
Scorpion
the fuck uses
in
that?
Injustice 2.
Okay, that. Well, here's the thing about that is that, like, the yellow squares are the right shape, but that undersuit is fucked.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is, but they're gonna put if they're gonna pull one of them into the thing and make do this one because there's less tweak to tweak.
Man, that fucking that shock of that second Scorpion though, like, holy shit! I didn't even know what to think. You guys put it together that it's multiple timelines. I'm just like, what did I just watch?
Normally, I'd be like, I am so sick of these CG trailers, but considering just how much I've learned, I can let that slide.
That is definitely one of the big differences with this one, though. There are clearly a lot of things that imply stuff that we're going to see in the game that Mortal Kombat initial CG trailer didn't have, and the Injustice 2 initial CG trailer didn't really either. I mean, we saw Supergirl. I guess that was about it, and Gear.
I guess.
Yeah, no, there wasn't I mean, because the way the gear was revealed and the way the gear looks is so ugly that it wasn't a hype moment.
So it was just in the fucking warehouse. Like, fuck that,
it was
dude.
a
Like, you look
parking
at this,
garage.
you can see orange shit in the
Absolutely a
background. And all
parking
this.
lot.
Another
Fuck it.
realization is
This is cool.
beyond just
I
the release in April. If they're having a beta, which we know they are, that has to be what, 2 months out? You think?
Well, here's what I'm wondering: if you have like the phrase "global release," was that what they called it?
Global launch.
Global launch.
Yeah.
That suggests there might be a digital release rather than like the physical disc might be an afterthought in this situation, and they're going like the platform route, like Killer Instinct.
Oh, does it say the beta's in March? Let me look. Closed beta. Oh yeah, it says in March 2019. Okay, so we're.
I mean, I could be wrong about
We're
that, but
4
just
months
the
away
phrase,
from
like,
it.
global
Okay.
launch as opposed to like release date. Interesting phrase.
It is.
If anybody in the chat, like anybody that's listening to us live, wants to jump in here, we can bring like one person at a time. If you want to state some opinions and shoot the shit.
What the fuck is up with Shao Kahn's left arm?
Yeah, that's
Look
what
at-
I was saying before about the giant like Tarkov spikes he's got now. He's only got them on one arm.
I really like this Shao Kahn, but
Did
he
he
still
take
does.
someone's arm?
He still does give me a Reiko vibe, which with all this dark red stuff going on.
It's yeah, like his arm is also not the same color as the rest of his body.
Holy fuck.
He's fucking. He got the gauntlet, dude. He did the
It's
snap
like-
and it fucked his arm up.
It's like he's like suffering from like Game of Thrones grace.
All right, we got D4 volunteering first. We'll try and cycle a few in. We're not going to keep people on long because I don't know how long we're going to go. I don't know what people got to do, but holy shit, I mean, this is hype. So if people want to get their voices heard, absolutely, I can
funny.
understand.
There was no
Okay,
like confusion at all with Shao Kahn being the beta guy. Like, nope. I mean,
That's
or pre-order.
awesome. And that was a nice little surprise going from the reveal to the trailer
It was,
on
yeah, yeah.
YouTube. Holy shit, I didn't expect that.
I'm-
And
PC's on there too.
I know.
PC people get hype.
Tim,
I'm not going to
you
be
and me.
uploading the Lost tonight for obvious reasons, but give me a couple days to calm down.
There's
Yeah,
no-
holy shit. Jeez, this is so good. Holy crap. Like, just so many things going right already is going to make me a little bit more forgiving if certain things pop up that I don't like.
You say that now.
I know. If we get a
Hold
shit
on to
roster,
butts.
I'm going to be upset.
Yeah,
but...
see, that's always the biggest question is like, as good as it looks, the roster really does kind of make or break it.
I mean, we get Shao Kahn, so that's cool already.
Yeah.
We get Dream Lady, whoever the hell she is. So that's
Well,
we're at
maybe.
least on a good start, but yeah, you're right. I mean, if we get like no representation, I can't even say that because they gave me faith with Injustice 2, so I'm just gonna keep riding this faith. Let's just hope for the best.
I'm having
Expect
too much. I
not
think I just
a
like
lot.
this dark red color too much. I like Raiden's hat. He's got that dark red like.
All right,
ribbon or
D4,
whatever
I'll
on
get you
it.
in here. 1 second.
It's sexy.
Show. Okay.
Golden red, dude. They're a good pair.
How do I unmute you? Here we go.
Man, poor Scorpion got brutal to hell.
All right,
Yo,
down 4. What do you got?
dude, I was so goddamn bored that entire fucking time.
Oh, I know. You know what I'm gonna do?
All of us.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut pretty much all of that out and just do because no one wants
The
to
last
listen to
15
all of that
minutes.
anyways. So I'm just gonna do the intro and then just do a little transition of, hey, we waited 2 hours for this, but it was worth it. Here we go.
Dude, I did not expect that. Like, I was so down, like, halfway through. I'm like, it's not happening. Like, they're not gonna do it. They would have shown it by now, but fucking...
I see.
Yeah,
I
out of
kept,
nowhere, I just saw NRS. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, I
was like,
kept saying if they did it, it makes sense that they would have waited because none of the stuff they showed before would have outshone this. They definitely made this like a main event type of thing. They definitely
Yeah.
gave MK a big like marquee stage to do it on. So I am hyped. And you know what? I am so glad in hindsight that we didn't get it at E3. We didn't get our normal thing because, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm hyped that it's only going to be 5.5
Yeah, we don't have to wait
months.
as long.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. This is going to be such an easier reveal cycle to go through, marketing cycle, whatever.
You called this shit 100% like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I agreed with you. I'm like, it's a good idea, but like, I did not believe that this would happen.
Yeah, I mean, I
do
didn't.
wish that rumor of the like whenever they did the reveal, they were gonna reveal it with like download the beta today. Wait, like whatever they did one of those things. That would have
Sure,
been cool. But they
yeah.
did announce it. So that's not. It's close.
It's a pre-order for the beta, and not
Holy
just like
cow.
fucking
Pre-order for the
random.
beta, yeah.
So that's super good.
Yeah, no, this is legit.
It's
So
3 goddamn months until March. Like that's insane. Like
Yep.
Jesus
We're gonna see
Christ.
gameplay next month. Like they said, when we're gonna see more shit. That's good too.
Smoke Man, I'll bring you on. There's a couple people that want to get in, so I'll bring you in. We're just gonna cycle people. We'll give D4 a few minutes. So
Down
what-
for. How'd you like that UMK3 Scorpion?
It looks good.
Does
I don't
it?
know why they went with the MK2 mask and not the regular, but
Yeah, I got questions.
what the fuck does that even mean? Does that mean like everyone gets like a fucking classic alt, or
Well,
does that
no,
change the
dude,
gameplay or
listen,
what?
just because you see
Like-
Scorpion have something, don't assume everybody's getting it.
Here's my
I
thought.
hope it happens,
He gets
dude.
special
Like,
shit.
I'm
okay?
thinking the ones that'll get the classic attires are most likely to be the ones that are returning from the old timeline.
Yeah.
yeah,
Scorpion
of
didn't
course,
even
like
get to die in
trilogy.
this
Yeah, like-
trailer. We
Well,
thought it for a second.
What I wonder is like, will they pull from different points in the old timeline just to have more
All
difference?
right, here's what I'm
Is,
going
like,
to do for everybody that
Is
wants
it
in
going to
on
be
the
two
discussion.
dark Raidens, or is there going to be a light Raiden and a dark Raiden? You know,
Everyone that
There's
wants
two
in on
Dark
the
Raidens.
discussion,
Hopefully they would
I'm going to create a
have tryouts.
text. I'm going to create a
Get rid
new
of one of
text
them.
channel to join the show, and then just post in there that you want to come on, and then we'll queue people up. So I got it there.
because like, are we going to have
It's at the
evil
bottom.
zombie Liu Kang and then mindless zombie Liu Kang, or is there going to be a
my
live Liu
God,
Kang?
I would please no. They wouldn't do that.
You're gonna have evil Raiden, and you're gonna have derpity herp derp Raiden,
I mean-
and you're gonna like it.
Listen, if I could get Mortal Kombat 1 Raiden, I would be. I want asshole.
dude. Oh god.
Kill everybody. I'm bored. I'm leaving. You guys suck. I want.
I
that
mean, if we could cross over more than 2 timelines just for the costumes,
I'm thinking they're probably going to use this as an opportunity to bring back Deception Smoke. I don't know. I can't see. Smoke is never consistent. So if
see,
we're
there are
combining
3
timelines,
Smokes. There are 3 Liu Kangs. There are
Yeah.
some characters who have multiple.
Well, here's the
versions.
thing,
Honestly,
like, I
though,
always
I think
wondered,
like
like,
Zombie Kang and Revenant Kang is a little redundant. It's a different version of the same bad idea.
Well, here's the thing. Like, some things are not redundant, though. Like, for example, all the characters who did not get closure in Armageddon. Remember when Smoke got kidnapped by Noob Saibot,
Oh,
and we
the
never got
characters.
closure for that? We
Yeah.
can get closure for that now. So I'm not worried about the redundancy.
So we're gonna have like
I
an
feel
end
like we
with
can
smoke
fix shit now.
and smoke with garbage man pants.
I mean,
That's what I was gonna. That was exactly what I was gonna.
now see
say,
that
like-
might be where we're actually like hoping for too much.
Like, are we just going to see shit? Like, are we going to use this opportunity to just that we've already seen, or are we going to get to see some new shit? I made that joke about like the Uncle Ben in Mortal Kombat, fucking Great Kung Lao. We're never going to get to see him. Just come on, man! If we're going to fucking do timelines, let's see the Great Kung Lao for once.
I
Here's
mean, if
another-
we are getting new characters, I would much rather have new characters who aren't new.
They did say new characters. I want new characters. I'm
I've
looking
been
forward to it.
hoping for Great Kung Lao as like some sort of last boss for like 12 years now.
I just fucking want to see that dude. He's got at some point. Come on,
You know,
man.
you know what I'd like? I'd like forget Mummy Ermac and just have Deception Ermac and then King Jared.
Yes.
Honestly, so take the
Uh.
timelines, right? So if that's going to be the big story thing right here, now more than ever, and we've been saying this before, we said it before we knew what was actually happening, but now that we know it's going to be the timelines converging, it is more important than ever that you make this fucking roster, because if let's say you're a C tier character, if you don't make it onto this roster, you probably ain't ever coming back. But that's just my thought. Holy shit. D4, you got anything else? And we'll bring somebody else on.
Just
Before-
yeah, like
Make
Go
some, please make some insight with gameplay because I need some. I can't think of it right.
the only thing I
What does
noticed
this
is like
mean?
a bunch of weapons. There might be like a emphasis on weapons or some shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure that spear was just like the equivalent of a stage interaction, and then like the string where he pulls his
Scorpion.
staff out. I think that's just a new string
Yeah.
for him.
That might be. It just seemed odd that they
Or it might be a
focused on that
move.
lot.
Like it might be one of those custom variation things. He might have staff moves.
That would be tight.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would like a staff tier Raiden. I
Dude,
would prefer a
Scorpion
staff
used
tier-
like
I've wanted a staff Raiden for a long time.
yeah.
Scorpion used that fucking foot kunai though. That was fucking crazy. Like I didn't see that.
His side katana looks disgustingly sick.
Yeah,
His
it was
I
katana-
have
I
swords
really
and
like.
shit,
Like
too.
I normally, people know I don't really like Scorpion with swords, but the way he uses it in this trailer is actually really
It's
cool.
great.
Admittedly, it was not a ninja way of using it. He had a
Well,
very
it's very.
samurai
He's
vibe.
got like a very samurai moment when
Yeah.
he does the fatality, where he like just pushes it out of the scabbard an inch with his thumb before he swings it. I actually really, really love that every time anything does it.
No, it definitely looks cool. It's just more samurai.
Like
than
it's
ninja.
the most like weeb thing ever, but
Hey, a lot of weeb shit is cool looking.
You notice Hanzo didn't have a mustache under that mask?
yeah,
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Yeah, I was sad.
All right, D4, we're gonna cycle you out.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on,
All right,
dude.
Peace.
Cheers, man.
Later, dude.
All right, it's all right. All right. All right, Smoke Man's next in line. We're just going to go down the list here. Anybody that posts in there that wants to come on, we're just going to go down the list. So let me change your role here. All right, you can talk, Smoke Man. What's up?
Oh, what's up? I'm going fucking nuts over here. I'm losing my fucking shit right
Keep it
now.
together. Keep it together, dude.
Are you hype?
Okay, Cyborg, I don't want to start an argument, but this is why you have low expectations. I am so fucking happy right now, man.
But here's the
I
deal.
know, right?
Here's the deal to counteract that. I didn't have high expectations, but I had a lot of hope. You can they're not you know you can have them both, all right?
Yeah, exactly. But
This is one where we all win. Let's just celebrate.
we're happy. We're happy right now. God damn it! Oh,
Don't make me ban you right now. I'll do it.
They even
Holy
made
shit!
they even made the doofy
trailer-
superhero pants look cool on UMK3 Scorpion, like the way his belt is done.
Everything about the outfit looks good. That's what I said.
this
I'm in love with it.
the actual fight in the trailer is fucking crazy. Oh man, just the way he uses the sword and the spears and shit and the staff shit. I hope that with this like custom character shit, we can change the staff into like the wooden thing from 4.
Yeah, kind of like Soul Calibur, where you can change like kind of how the weapon looks a little bit.
Oh man, that would be sick.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Totally.
So he's just doing cool staff shit with that wooden stick. That'd be so fucking awesome.
Everybody gets to be a little bit staff tier. That's more like staff tourist.
And one thing I noticed, so you know how in MK9, hit Dark Raiden didn't have blue lightning, but his teleport was red.
Yeah.
In this is the exact opposite. When he pushes him into the corner.
Yeah, I did notice that. There was like a bluish green tint on his
God
teleport.
damn it, consistency. Come on, Interest.
Oh man, I'm going
I'll
crazy.
allow it.
It's whatever. I'm fine with it as long as most of the lightning is red.
Okay.
No, that's not a nitpick. That's just something I noticed. I am insane over here, man.
You want to hear what I've
Also,
noticed something just now.
Also, you know how in the old games, after Raiden does his Superman, he does like the he rolls up in a ball and like kind of floats in the air. They do that in the trailer as well.
Yeah, they did. I saw that.
Huh.
Such a great little touch.
Okay, so I'm looking at Khan again because I'm really interested in this outfit.
Yeah, it's a good one.
He doesn't just have like spiky forearms on the weird arm. He also has like instead of fingernails, he has like claws.
Yeah,
Like it's
I see
almost
that.
like
Doesn't
he
look
chopped,
like
his
his
arm
arm.
off of somebody else.
It's pretty obvious what happened. He got remade in the flesh pits, and he got a little bit of a mix with something else.
Is this some like oh no?
We saw it happening in Mortal Kombat X. That's what happened.
That's what I was saying. Like, did he steal Onaga's arm? Because it doesn't look like his own arm. It looks like a
I had an
desiccated,
Onaga vibe with that.
withered
too,
version
like,
of Onaga's arm. It's an
I gotta say that right pauldron ain't looking too good.
He might have
I
fucking.
kinda like it.
Gotten some
I like
Onaga
it a
in that
hell
flesh
of a
pit
lot
stuff.
better than the shit he was wearing in 9.
Oh no,
Not flesh pits. What are those things called? Quan Chi. He's making people.
Oh, the Revenant fucking blood.
The-
Yeah, like he was
the-
making Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, the
pretty
blood
much.
soup.
And that's probably
Yeah.
what's going on
It's
here.
possible.
blood
Yeah.
soup, I
That's
like
a good
that.
point.
His fucking hammer was in that stage too. There it is.
Yeah, no, that big guy coming out of the blood soup was definitely
Yeah,
supposed to be
this-
Khan.
This definitely it does remind me of the Pit 3 kind of this
I just-
little throne area.
I imagine that he was trying to make Shao Kahn like in his perfect form, but then like Baraka accidentally took a bath in it or something and got it tainted.
What are you doing?
It's probably still good. It's still good. It's okay.
Waiter, there's a
worry-
tarkatan in my soup.
Oh,
Five
worry I
minute
got
rule, it's
now
fine.
is
If this throne is a stage, like if Khan's cave from Ultimate is coming back, that would be.
I mean, it's got.
I mean, the throne room in 9 was basically Khan's cave.
Yeah,
Put
but
it like this: we've
they
never
made
had
it
a stage
look
in these
like-
pre-order things before. we're seeing a
if
stage
we
in
could
this.
just get like stages that weren't in 9 back.
Yeah,
That
no,
would be
I
fucking
loved
amazing
Khan's
for me.
Cave.
Like the
so-
bridge? No, which one was the one from MK1 that
bank?
was there?
The
Uh,
The-
Palace Gates,
Palace
the
Gates,
Palace
Warrior
Gates wasn't there.
Shrine.
Yeah.
the pit one.
Yeah,
the
I guess
pit
the
one.
real Warrior Shrine wasn't there either.
Yeah, we haven't had a warrior shrine in quite some time.
I would love a real Warrior Shrine for lots of reasons.
Yeah, I like Shang Tsung's gardens, but yeah, I wouldn't mind the actual. Real
I just
one.
realized, what if these timeline shenanigans mean that Quan Chi is coming back?
Of course he is.
Well,
You know what?
Look, I wouldn't mind it as long as enough of the roster's filled up with people that I
Yeah,
actually
like
want.
if the roster hits 40, I'm okay with Quan Chi coming back.
yeah, like
40, man, that.
After DLC.
I mean, we're talking
that's
after
the deal.
DLC,
That's
and
the
I
deal.
am
okay.
still like I have serious.
if you have up like 40 people out of this roster coming back, odds are Quan is going to be back too.
Yes, yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
that's
am, I am
weird.
really wondering
It would be
if
weird
the
to
phrase
leave him
"global
out.
launch" means the game is going like digital first, and they're gonna do the platform thing with the roster.
I mean, I wouldn't
That'd be
mind.
cool.
I would
Okay.
actually. That's what I want because it
Yeah,
means
I
you
would-
will
I
have
would
more
prefer
people by
that.
the end.
You know what? You're talking to a person, me here, who bought the $200 version of MK9 with the arcade stick, the $150 something version of MK9 with a goddamn art book and some book holders.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't care if I have to buy the game twice. Put it in my veins.
Oh, I agree. I'll be
Fine.
there with you, dude. I bought MKX twice just so I could play on both consoles.
This is the only game that I would have a sexual relationship with.
All right, I feel
That's
like we're
not
getting we're getting there. I
This,
feel like-
this Scorpion mask was actually in the concept art in MKX.
Was it?
Yeah, with a little bit looser of a hood, and that mask was in there in MKX. Somebody go pull that up.
I don't know if I have any X concept art.
I mean, I do,
Another
but
thing I
I'm
noticed: put on
curious.
your tinfoil hats. All the characters that we see, except for, I guess for the Dream Lady, they all have some red clothes on, which is weird. Even Scorpion, he's got underwear on. It's in there. You can see it, like the main Scorpion, not the classic one, and it's red.
Do we know
I
if
don't
that's
see him wearing
like
anything.
the Dream Lady, or is that like?
Are you
a
sure
new
that's not just
character?
covered in blood?
Yes, I am sure, dude. It's under. It's like under his waist area and whatnot.
Kind of have like a red undershirt under his V.
It's weird to have a red undershirt, but he's got a red undershirt.
Huh.
He's got some like fucking kin Under Armour or some shit going. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a shirt. It's got seams. It's not blood. What's the story?
Holy
What's the
shit.
lore?
Okay, Smoke Man, you got anything else?
I was thinking, since they're merging the timelines, assumingly, what if when the new characters from X meet the old timeline characters, and like, who the fuck are you? You didn't exist. You didn't serve in Khan's army, Kodal. What if that kind of shit happens?
Would kind of be surprised if it didn't, really.
Yeah,
I mean, the way Kodal's backstory is, there could have been a version of him in the old timeline we just never saw.
yeah.
There's nothing that says he can't exist, Aaron Black can't exist, Ferritor.
Well, they kind of
What's
implied it in the
interesting to
comic
me-
anyway. Like he and Reiko were like generals for Shao Kahn. Just weren't like in the. At least that's what I got from the comic.
Like, I kind of like, and I'm sure it wasn't really intentional. It's just like you show the classic Scorpion last because it's a bigger surprise that way. I kind of like the idea of saying this timeline's Hanzo is shit compared to old Scorpion.
Razor's got to get them jabs in. Everything in the new timeline is intrinsically inferior.
I mean, it is though.
It really is.
We got a better smoke. Anyway.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, there's really no argument
You
there.
know you're wrong.
No, fucking Smoke got.
Bitch, fight me on the
He looks amazing in Mortal Kombat 9. He looks way better than he ever had.
Yeah,
fucking
but he
fuck
ends
that
up
shit.
dead.
Well,
So
everybody
does
ended
the
up
original.
dead. That's
What's the
not on
point?
Smoke. That's on fucking everybody.
Well,
Best
you know,
case
I'd rather
scenario
have a
for-
robot than a Revenant.
Best
Check
case
this out.
scenario for Smoke, he becomes Planet Smoke, okay? Better dead.
Yeah, which Smoke is in X?
The dead
Turbo
one.
robot.
The hell one.
The dead
no?
one.
Yeah, the dead one.
He's
The
the
dead-
zombie
I mean,
Smoke with zombie
playable.
Liu
Which
Kang
Smoke
and
is
zombie
playable in
Connor.
X?
The Triborg version, which isn't Smoke,
Cyborg.
by your own admission. or Sector, or Cyrax.
It's smoke enough for
Doesn't
me.
count. Doesn't count.
You
I
got
don't think
Spectre smoke.
I don't think there needs to be any confirmation about it. But if I was another tinfoil hat theory, the fact that we're back here at the palace gates and all that shit, not palace gates, but it's courtyard.
Courtyard.
And maybe Shao Kahn stage is the one from the MK3 and whatnot.
Right.
There's plenty of reasons to have like, throwbacks to old stages, but I hope that it is like some subtle stuff or some subtle hints at like the whole Mortal Kombat about the Outworld versus Earthrealm tournament being a thing again. And we get to go back to some of these places that were at the other tournament. That would be fun. A lot of fun.
Indeed, I agree.
If we have the tournament, but at some of those old locations too, they're all like fuck shit, and then Raiden is, taking a lightning piss all over everything.
This is kind of making me wonder, like, is this original timeline courtyard where the entire island fell apart?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
in
think
neither
so.
timeline do the monks being skeletons make sense, but who cares? It looks cool.
Like, they've plainly been dead for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Like, unless all the monks went back to the courtyard for no reason during either Armageddon or whatever's happening here.
One thing I do like is that it is just called Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
Not everything
Yeah.
needs to be subtitled. It's
Not
it's
Mortal
fine. I don't
Kombat.
mind.
It's simplicity at its best.
Sex 11.
Maybe after that dude tried to did the fake leak of Mortal Kombat timelines with the 11, they're like, son of a bitch. We were gonna use that.
That'd be funny.
Remember that stupid menu? Yeah, that was.
Wow, that guy kind of called that shit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people speculated, but nobody.
It's not a hot take or
Yeah.
a big leap.
Yeah, like
I don't
I've been
think
talking
that-
about the idea of the merging timelines since X came out.
Oh boy.
I've
I
been
didn't
hoping
think
for
they'd actually
timelines since
do it,
9
though.
came out.
Yeah.
All right, Smoke Man, we're gonna cycle you out.
All right, cool.
Thanks for
Peacefully
coming on.
sunshine.
Later, dude.
Cheers.
All right, let's bring on next. We got Snake Eyes. Let me give you a second here, bud. There we go. All right, you should be good.
Cannot believe
Hello?
this is happening.
Are you talking,
What up?
Snake Eyes?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Yay! Welcome
what do you
aboard.
got?
I
Reaction.
forgot I had push to talk on. That was my bad.
That's all right.
I
What do you
love
think?
the new logo. I love that the Mortal Kombat logo, the what do you call it? The M and K actually have the 11 in there. First of all, I think that's really stylish.
It is good.
It is good.
Also, mask guard for new character, please.
Oh
He was,
man, come on.
he was just snapping. He's not actually dead.
Man. We've been wanting that forever. I've been wanting that for.
The best we're gonna get is a skin for Kung Lao.
That would be sick. I am glad they kept the font of the Mortal Kombat X stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's cool. Although Mortal Kombat 11 does look a lot like Mortal Kombat 2. Like just the
In
logo.
terms of like vibe,
No, just the logo. You see Mortal Kombat with like the two
Like
things in the
two
back.
ones next to each other look
Yeah,
similar to a Roman
yeah.
numeral.
That's a good ass Scorpion costume. Both of them actually. Like it's a good take on the MKX Scorpion. It's a lot less belts, a bit more armor, a better mask. They kept the hood, which is nice.
The mask is really interesting because it is very similar to the MKX mask, but I think the actual form of it looks more like a skull.
Yeah,
he's
it's
like
got
a
like
depth or nose hole.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. I swear that was in
I
Mortal
actually
Kombat
really
X
like that mask. Yeah.
concept art. I swear that was in there.
yeah, it's got some of the front patterns of the MKX mask, but it's got like the sunken in cheeks that you'd see on a normal skull.
It was a good move.
So what
And
else?
he's got
What
his
else you
katanas.
got?
What is that? A Wakasashi and a Tanto he's got on his belt? That shit's cool.
No,
I mean,
he looks-
I'm just
I think
glad
it might just be two Wakazashis like he usually rolls with.
2 Wakasashis. It's just cool that he
I'm
carries
just
them like
glad
a
that-
samurai.
that- Shut up!
No!
I'm just glad that
What?
I'm glad that we're finally getting a new engine. Honestly, I hope this fixes some of the jank like
Did they
issues
confirm
they've
that?
had with long clothing.
It said new
Well, they
graphics
confirmed
engine.
that the graphics
Okay.
engine is all new, so I assume that means an upgrade to Unreal 4.
Okay.
Jane goes like, "Oh, I can confirm that."
No, I didn't remember hearing anything.
No, yeah, it says in the YouTube description that it's the new graphics engine showcasing every skull shattering yada yada yada.
GG's.
Can we get crossplay, please?
Oh boy,
It's not
That
impossible.
seems a bit unlikely.
it's not impossible, but it's also Warner Brothers.
And they do want to sell extra copies of their games just to like pad out their bottom line. It's just like a really solid
man.
trailer.
It is.
I gotta
It is a good one.
Yeah,
The thing
no,
I'm
they,
doing now is I'm going through the Game Awards Twitch archive because I think they showed us like a dragon logo at the very beginning.
Yeah, it was
of
like
it.
made out of lightning. It was the NKX one with the bad eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get a screen cap of that if I can and post it in the chat.
Was it just lightning, or was it like the one from Raiden Super and Injustice 2?
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it was just like lightning was striking and then it struck in the ship. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I do like that Raiden is like, poster boy for the game so far. That's nice. It's a nice change of pace.
yeah, no, we got Scorpion and Raiden, and well,
Murder
actually,
poster
to make
boy.
up for it of Scorpion dying, we had to make sure we get a second Scorpion.
Who died and made you
Hey,
poster
guys.
boy? Well, let me
The
tell you.
trailer was covered in scorpions.
Oh,
Covered in
yes.
scorpions.
So
you're
do
not
you
wrong.
think that Khan will actually have a point in the story, and it won't be like Goro, where like, hey, he's just sub boss material, but doesn't really show up anywhere else? Like, I gotta imagine that dragon arm is important.
Like he actually looks like there's plot behind him. Like first thing I thought was this has to be the Khan that killed
Right behind him.
Blaze.
Oh yeah, Tyler Lansdowne on Twitter told us to enjoy the chat. So
What?
he said to enjoy the chat.
Oh. Okay.
What,
Oh.
us?
Yes.
In general? Oh wow.
Like us in here. I tweeted out to him. I said, "Love you, man. Hey everyone, we're talking live in the Nethercast," and I linked the Discord. He said, "Enjoy the chat. I can't join up tonight."
Aw.
God,
That's
I
a
gotta
hard
stop.
time.
I gotta shut the fuck up more.
Oh boy. How do we sleep tonight, folks? How do we sleep?
I think
Poorly.
like you guys already touched on it, but the best thing about this trailer is the April 23rd release date, because it shortens that drought that we were so used to having with NRS games. Now it's just monthly content updates all the time. Talk about.
I think it's better than that. It doesn't. It's like even if they don't reveal anything until April, it's like, all right, cool. Don't. I got 4 months. You can't
We have
stop
had
me.
content droughts for longer than that.
Yeah.
After an announcement. We
It's
can
like 4
deal.
Yeah, but do you really want to? Like, if you can help it.
No, it's true. I mean,
No,
everything you
no,
say
no,
is
no, I'm
correct.
just-
I do agree.
I'm just saying the time is both gonna fly by and stretch out.
The time is now.
It's
Do you think we
combat
get
time.
another tie-in comic with this?
I hope so.
Yeah.
If there
We'll see.
is,
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna be good or looking forward to it. I'd probably read it anyway, but
even if it is good,
I feel like
yeah.
it's just part of the PR thing that with
DC's
Warner Brothers does.
DC's what
Whoa,
was the
whoa.
digital
What the-
comics. The digital comics have kind of wound down
The
since
hell?
Injustice 2. I don't know if it's a big initiative anymore like it was.
Hey guys, God of War won Game of the Year, not Red Dead. Nah.
I mean, Red Dead's only been out for like what, a month?
I feel like
True.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
don't-
Red Dead should have won like a more gameplay centered award and not won best narrative.
I can get on
That's
board with
alright.
that.
Red Dead will just the entire Rockstar team will just cut all their all their trophies as they leave the.
They're okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am just like
We're
You gonna be
all
okay over there?
this
fuckered out.
No, I'm just
Everyone
like,
needs a cigarette.
raving. It's just I'm just processing everything. I'm like coming down from a high. Snake Eyes, you got anything else?
This was just a great a shot of adrenaline after
Absolutely.
what felt like an eternity. So good on Nether for A, the fake out, and B,
Yeah.
just a well put together trailer. That's a great announcement.
It was,
from
uh,
literally start to
different.
finish. As soon as Ed Boon walked out there, the fake out, all the way to the end of the trailer, to the reveal on YouTube of the beta and Shao Kahn and all that. Literally every part is just, they knocked it out of the park. This is they really, like I said, they outdid themselves. They more than made up for the absence, the not telling us what's going on, everything. They made it worth it. They made it, and that was a hard thing to do, but they absolutely made it.
It was.
Worth
I felt like I think I said something back whenever they announced Soul Calibur. But like Harada comes out and it's like, man, they got Harada over there. He just comes out in a kimono, but he's sick. It's like some showmanship. It's fun. And I was like, I wish they could do shit like that over there in NRS because they could do it with Ed Boon. He's fine. Just do something rather than him just coming out and being like, And they did. They did something fun.
Yeah,
it wasn't complicated, but it was effective. It was fun.
Ed Boon's gonna remove one of his eyebrows and throw it into the crowd. It's gonna decapitate somebody.
I feel like if Ed could do the trolling in physical appearances rather than all the time on Twitter, that's the right way.
Yeah. It was so funny him coming out because I was just sports.
What?
I don't give a fuck what he's announcing. The award.
No, that was the most random thing, and that's why when he went up there to announce it, I'm like, wait a minute. And then as soon as that spear thing happened, I'm like, okay, thank God, because right away my brain clicked.
GG's.
It was a fake out. Like he's legitimately actually going to reveal something. So no, that was good. All right, we're gonna cycle you out. Thanks for coming on, Snake Eyes.
Have a good night, guys.
Later, man.
Too.
Take care, dude.
All right, we got a couple more to go through. Poot is next. Ooh. Flying through.
Oh, my fucking eyes.
Okay, and should be good now, Poot. What do you got?
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we got
you.
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, so what I want to say is this motherfucker came through looking like a menswear ad, and then that shit happened. I had to take my Klonopin, y'all. I'm like tripping the fuck out. That shit was wild. I'm over here. I wrote down a list talking about fuck Cena, fuck Soul Calibur. I'm on a different train now.
Welcome to my world.
Okay. All right. I gotta ask, since you said that, Temp, yes. Where are you at right now? Obviously, you're the biggest.
Fuck is Temp at?
You're the biggest Soul Calibur fan in here, obviously, but you said you weren't like MK11 didn't need a lot to get you excited, or it didn't really need to deliver on much because of Soul Calibur really filling that hole for you.
That hole is not filled for Poot, so.
Okay. Temp, are you like? How hyped are you? Are you more hyped than you thought you'd be?
It's so complex. Okay, let's say if I had to give an overall score, I give it a score of happy. But the thing is, there's a lot of moving parts here. So we have customizable variations. And is this going to work in tournament? So, okay, I pop the game in and at Play Live in San Antonio. Do I go to the select screen and then I just choose my specials? Okay, that could work. Are they going to let me do that? So let's say that does work. All right, who's going to be broken? How do we balance it? Do we like balance specific specials? Are there any broken normals? Just how many different versions of a character can I have with this system? Even if
it's probably going to be like it was in Injustice 2, but for like more of your moves. So there'll be like a balance in that if you pick one thing, you don't have room for another thing of a similar value.
Perhaps, and that's how big of a bank? Because if I only have 3 slots, if let's say there's 30 options, there only needs to be one that's broken.
Jax, you got a link. What's going on? In-game screenshots?
What?
Fuck off with what?
What?
If Dynasty is in that link, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That's Max.
What does he got?
That's not even a link. That's just his Twitch channel.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, fuck
Max
that
confirmed.
Okay, so he's not lying though. He's not lying. He actually has.
The closest comparison is gonna be
Max has
Smash.
He's got in-game screenshots. Moves. Here, I'm gonna post them in here. 1 second.
Hang on.
That's crazy.
Of course, Max would get the exclusives. This is the world we live in now. TMK irrelevant. Max,
it's so fucking funny. They gave Max fucking exclusive shit.
He just showed like 5 of them. I'm trying to get.
He's showing it's the same characters as in the trailer.
Tonight is
But it's
the night-
in game. Look at that fucking stage.
Yeah,
it looks
that's-
amazing.
What are that?
All right,
arms?
Jax, I
Look more
apologize for
colorful,
doubting.
like-
Good shit, dude.
Holy shit.
Now we got
Yeah.
something to look
Okay,
at.
okay, just
Wait a
pause for
second. He's on a website looking at these.
It's on
7 of
Reddit.
7. Where is this?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, did Max find these or were they give them to him?
What is this stage? It looks
Oh.
like
Oh my gosh.
Is that the fucking Takunin
No,
ship?
but look at the colors though. Look at the fucking
No,
colors on that.
this stage kind of
Yeah.
looks like the room in 4 where Cyrax got his humanity back in the endings.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Dude,
That's
we
what
don't
it
have
does.
yeah,
It
we
looks
don't
like Special Forces. Yeah.
we don't have to doubt the fucking colors. Look at that.
No,
That is-
and I figured that's what they would do.
Ah,
Like
that
I
was
said,
totally
Justice 2 to me with the color palette looked a lot like
Okay, wait.
UK3, and they cranked it up here. Good. Fuck that blue filter.
Okay, wait, no, hang on. Look at this. Look at this. There's tech everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a fucking like antler skull on the ground. The ground is plainly desert. I'm
Yeah,
seeing a
it's
bunch
like-
of fucked up merged worlds here. Look,
Oh
upper
my
left
god,
corner
the
of
colors just look so fucking good.
Yeah, it's sort of like Sindel's Desert merged with the Linkway.
I'm
the
just
Special
glad
Forces.
it's not like dried out. You know how
Man.
the
Okay,
colors
this-
have been
this
so
Scorpion-
dried
That
out.
mask looks good. I'm sorry,
This
Poot,
Scorpion
go
is
on.
clearly wearing some kind of gear. Like, these are different pants than the other.
Those pants
Yeah.
are tight. I like that.
Yeah,
shit.
I like
What
the way that
that
looks.
leprechaun belt though.
upper left corner of the screen it says SFIX.
Fuck the special
Underneath
force.
something. It's like yeah, this is a
Street Fighter?
Special Forces location.
Where is he pulling these from? He's pulling them from some site. I can't tell where the hell he's
Yeah,
actually.
what site is he on?
I'm just screen capping whatever he passes by if he stops to talk
Oh.
on it, but he's got to be somewhere. He keeps going so fast I can't see the fucking site name.
Max, slow down.
I know.
Rush is saying
Max,
it's-
you're going too fast.
Oh,
Please, please.
Don't stop! Don't stop! Don't stop! Don't stop! Ah!
Oh man, I really hope that.
Holy shit! Like I am sold
It's
on the
on-
in-game
It's
colors.
on Steam apparently. Hang on.
on Steam.
Okay, we can pull up.
Which I have
Steam.
booted up right
Yeah, I
now.
was about to say I can pull up Steam.
God, I hope the animation is better in this game.
It's probably for the pre-order of it. Now that I think about it, Mortal
Probably.
Kombat. Yeah, it's up on the pre-order page. So let me.
Okay, yeah, this is some kind of
Oh.
like SF base in the desert.
When is it available
Okay,
for pre-orders?
yeah, I
What,
got 'em.
tomorrow?
Here we go. Here we go. I'll copy and paste them into the chat. We're good.
Here we go. Where we go?
Boom. There's one. Oh, that's the same fucking thing. What the fuck?
That's it.
Let's try this again. No, hold on. How do I? Okay, I'm gonna have to screen cap them again. But here we go.
Oh,
Just let's calm down a second. I'm shitting my pants. Here's the
There's
first
a
one.
mouse in the screenshot.
Here's the first one. Man, the colors are just wowing me. I know I keep
Oh, he's got
talking
the
about them, but
amulet.
holy fuck! Like,
Agreed.
That's interesting.
that's-
You're
And
going
Django was
out-
right about the red. He was
on
100%
his armor.
right.
and we were right about Injustice 2. Like, this is as colorful as Injustice 2. Like,
Yeah, they just.
I am
It does look a
so
lot like Injustice 2 as
happy.
far as color palette goes. It does look good though. New graphics engine.
Oh
Scorpion shaves his armpits
He
confirmed.
does shave that
Yes,
shit.
he
Look at the
does.
red. I told you. He's got red all over his shit. What's going on, Scorpion?
Yeah, that's gear. That's a palette thing.
Yeah.
That's. Did you kill Ermac?
The mask does not look like it matches the rest of the outfit. So
Yeah, this
Does
is
it match
definitely
The
this
outfit is all
definitely has
red
to
and
be
yellow,
gear.
and the mask is like gold.
Yeah, super big thank you, appreciation, shout out to Jax. Thank you for
Hey, Jax.
tipping us off
I
on
love
these.
you.
I'm sorry
I
that
hope
tip
your
doubted
night
you.
is filled with hookers and blow
Oh my
in the
gosh.
best kind of way.
These are just fucking beautiful.
The good kind of blow.
Holy cow. Like in game everything.
Even the sand has like tire treads in it.
You know what I like? Scorpion's spear isn't like that weird spiky thing. It's just a kunai.
Yeah. You're
What
right.
spiky
R-
thing?
That's a good
Raiden has these Hotaru arms.
I do think it's so funny that fucking Scorpion has like those are some superhero ass pants in this one screenshot.
They are. Those are weird colors.
I wonder if Jim Lee
it's
did
fun.
this.
Jim,
Jim Lee doesn't have the time to do things.
I know, yeah, Brusque. Sorry I didn't respond. Yeah, we'll get you
he
in
had
here.
the time to fuck up Injustice Sub-Zero.
Yeah, that one sketch, and it's scratchy as fuck.
Ooh,
He ain't worked regular in a real long time.
this is fucking. I like
Not
this
since he
stage.
became a fucking editor.
Yeah,
in
the
chief.
light reflections look. I don't know what those katana pants are on Scorpion though.
This
those
really
clown
feels like a
pants. He needs to fix
place where
that.
we should see Cyrax. This desert special forces shit.
I mean, puffy pants is a ninja thing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see his knees. Like I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
Well, I mean, they're not his knees. Are
right.
those not
That's the
his
last
knees.
one that I just posted.
They're
There's-
Spectre
Aw.
knees.
They're
There's
someone
7
else's knees.
screenshots all in all, and it's on the Steam page where you go to pre-order the game. There's going to be a premium edition for $100. No surprise there.
Sold.
Sold, yeah, sold.
$100.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else to take from this. I don't think so.
You know what's kind of crazy to me? Like, you may not believe this, guys, but before they announced Mortal Kombat versus DC, this is a lot what I thought MK8 would look like. Very much like with a color scheme and like the mixed backgrounds and just like,
Yeah.
sort of like
I remember
the chaos
they-
remains of what the Mortal Kombat franchise was, with the characters being like kind of designed in this sort of manner, classic, and like I don't know. It's very interesting to me. I'm still not digesting this 100%. This is still weird. I'm not gonna lie. This is all still
It's
kind
still
of weird.
I mean,
It'll-
this is...
it'll-
I mean,
It's a lot to take in.
For the reality to set in.
This is
Well, they-
yeah. Other than obviously the biggest X factor is we don't know what the gameplay is gonna feel like, and we don't know what the roster is gonna be. But those aside, they literally gave us everything else we wanted in a way that we didn't even think was gonna actually happen. Like, I'm still reeling from it. This is
another.
and the
like,
fact that it
really-
comes out
the
so
longer I look at the screenshots, though, the more it looks like
you're turning
the
into a
rotating
cyborg.
around. Oh, sorry. No, I'm saying
You don't have to apologize.
the longer I'm looking at these pictures, the more it looks like they're rotating on an axis. Characters, like if you look at the ones with like that fucking
Well,
Gatling
they do
gun
that a
tank
lot with the
thing.
screenshots.
whatever the fuck that is, they look like they're moving around that shit.
They often screenshots often like they have a camera.
Oh,
turn
you know what? You're right. You're right. I knew
because
that.
there's no HUD in these pictures either.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
also tend to do a thing a lot where like the fight line isn't a line, like it will curve a little bit, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
the fight line can go around a tree, but the camera is always stays in that 2-dimensional thing. The gameplay is always 2-dimensional. It
That
just kind of
definitely
bends if you walk over
looks
there.
like Shang Tsung's throne, though, in the courtyard.
It do.
Just like taking this picture right here is a great like comparison to MKX, because the one that I just posted right now, just looking at that compared to what it looked like in the marketplace in MKX, even in the brightest stage in MKX, the colors were still muted. Like those colors are bright as shit.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
still
figure
think
that
it
out till Injustice.
should have
Like,
been
look at this and
purple.
picture the clouds moving in the background and ooh, shivers.
But as far as custom variations go, I mean, Smash. I'm not a Smash player, mind you. I don't fucking think. They had the custom movesets where you could change like their B moves, and I don't remember them being legal, as far as I know, in actual tournament play.
I mean, I think it's pretty safe to assume tournament play is going to be like relegated to the standard arcade shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna have some sort of like random side mode where it's allowed like gear stats and gear moves and all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, Poot, you got anything else?
I mean, I just want to say, whoever was saying there was a 2% chance, that I had faith.
Sometimes, just sometimes, you are rewarded.
You just gotta pray to the elder gods. That's what I did.
Sometimes they listen.
It's
Like
rare.
Like I
There's
said,
like a 2% chance they listen to you, but it happens sometimes.
like I said, I think Injustice 2 was a corner turn, and I'm hoping, and I think everything we've seen thus far is continuing that. Like Temp said, there's definitely stepping stones of getting higher up in terms of quality and listening to the fans.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think-
and the fact that this shit is coming out so soon and we're not gonna get the dead zone shit that they like to do is amazing. Because this means, at least judging by how the roster grows per game, it's gonna be at least, I want to say, like 5 or 6 reveals a month, which is insane.
We're going to have a shit ton to talk about. But thank you for coming on, Poot.
Well, real quick, before
Yeah.
we let go of Poot, I
Sure.
do want to give one word of warning that if you really want results, don't pray to the elder gods. You got to be a monotheist. There's only one god, and that's Paulo.
You gotta
You
pray.
have to go
Oh,
to the
well.
Shrine of Garcia.
Well, I
That's what
usually
you gotta
pray.
do.
I usually pray to like RNGesus because I've been playing my Final Fantasy 12,
Well, you know.
trying to.
That's a
But-
good choice. I should do that later tonight.
It's a
That
good
sounds like
strat.
a lot
That's
of
a good
fun.
strat.
Look, if
Yeah.
Paolo will bring me Fujin and Serena, I will burn a child in effigy.
Holy shit!
Dude, tides, dude. It's 2018.
So that's half of us that are now endorsing the murder of children. Okay.
I
All right.
mean, I'll
Not me,
I'll
not this time.
sacrifice or I'll burn a bunch of like Austin hippie placentas.
We don't gotta
for
burn
Fuji.
anything. It's fine.
All right. On that
Probably
note,
don't
But what if I
come
want
by.
to
we're
burn
gonna
something?
we're gonna
Well, then
cycle
that's you.
out.
Poot,
Thanks for
thanks
coming
for joining
on.
us,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks for
Just
don't
coming
coming
here
on.
for me, man.
Yeah,
Like
no
downloading
problem.
our wrestling,
For
like-
sure, for sure.
All right.
Man,
Next
this,
up, we
this high
got
res stage, man, of the courtyard with
so
like,
beautiful.
it looks like God of War and For Honor. It looks a lot like For reminds me a lot of For
All right,
the
let's get
graphics, the environment.
Swizz on here. All right, Swizz, you can talk.
It
What's
is
up?
pretty.
What's up,
Yo, you
Swizz?
guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm a fan. So,
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
checking us
so
out.
you know, I'm still new to all of this. I'm still new to all of you guys' names. So I just want to say hello. How?
Well, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Very
We're doing good.
wonderful. We're doing great tonight. Thank you. How are you?
It's a good
Um,
night.
I'm doing pretty. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. So
Mhm.
I was at work. I just got off work like an hour ago, and before that I was watching the Game Awards, and I already knew what everybody was talking about. Everybody was, expecting Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, you know what? It's probably not even gonna happen. We've been expecting it like since fucking E3. We've been expecting it since the end of MKX, pretty much. So I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna wait till 2019. They're probably just gonna announce it in like January, some shit like that. As soon as I come home, I sit down, I check YouTube, and literally all over my subscription feed, I see MK11, and I'm like, is this fucking real? What is this shit? And I'm like, this is a joke, right? Somebody's fucking trolling me. I see it on PlayStation, I see it on IGN, I see it on GameSpot, and I'm like, I can't believe they actually revealed it tonight. And I don't know, like I just fucking nutted all over the floor from looking at it because I'm
You
like,
can't
what
help
the
it.
fuck? But I'm
just a
pretty
side effect.
happy. I'm glad that
For
it's like
real.
evil Raiden versus Scorpion instead of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. So they're doing something different this time.
Yes.
But yeah, like I'm pretty happy about it. Like all I need now is just gameplay and I'm sold. I don't even need to see like a million trailers. Like I just need one gameplay footage and Johnny Cage.
Dude, amen to that, man. Like,
Yeah.
run versus dash cancel has been all I've been thinking about for the last 30 minutes. What are they doing? Are we running or are we dash canceling? That's a big deal. That makes a huge,
Oh,
huge
yeah.
difference. So, yeah, I hear that, man.
How do you guys feel about the roster? Well, we haven't seen anything about the
well-
roster, but what are your expectations?
My initial thought is because we're all, I mean, that's still one of those X factors that we don't quite know about, but the kind of thing that
Yeah.
we're, at least I am, and others have agreed that the idea that since it's the two timelines coming together, I think that gives the best chance of Revenants like Smoke, like
Oh,
Noob,
yeah.
so on and so forth, Cyrax, whoever who's been killed off. It gives them the
Yeah.
best chance coming back because of that. So I definitely think. I think we're in for. I don't think the goodness is stopping with this. I think we're gonna get a lot of people that we want on this roster. It may not be everybody. There still might be
Oh
that.
yeah, of course.
It's maybe Fujin for whatever reason still gets the shaft, but
Oh,
I do
Fujin.
expect like Jade, Noob, one of the cyborg, like people that have been highly supported by the community. I think are gonna make it. So.
I'd be really surprised if like 80% of the MK1 to 3 roster didn't wind up being in this game, for real. This feels like one of those last hurrah games, like Trilogy and Armageddon, where they just try to squeeze in as many people as humanly possible. To me,
Like someone like someone like Nightwolf. Nightwolf. Someone
you're
like,
doing it on purpose.
All right. Someone like Nightwolf has never had a better chance until now. Like legitimately, up until then, the whole getting killed off when Sindel goes crazy and all that.
That's how it always starts, man. It just makes sense for them to be in this game.
No, I know. It's not a guarantee.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
expecting them to be in, but I think
Yeah.
their chances have now risen because of it. That's all
we
I'm
said
saying.
some shit about X before it came out.
Sure.
about
sure.
characters who were a lock in our minds.
No, I
Fujin
know.
has to
I
be
ain't
in this
saying
game.
no. I'm not saying Nightwolf is a lock. I'm saying his chances now at least went up in percentage, just based on logic of the timelines merging. Now you can have old Nightwolf come in and kick some fucking ass because
Remember though, like we already know, there are going to be new characters.
sure.
Oh, of course.
But I mean, okay, Dream Lady almost is a guarantee, but just because it says new characters doesn't mean that we're gonna get a shit ton. Maybe we get 8.
Wait, so I have a
6,
question.
5,
I'm thinking
4.
4. 4 is what I'm thinking.
I mean, they're
But we'll
gonna throw
see.
it in the description because they got to market their game, right? There are gonna be people that are like, "Oh, new characters." You don't want to just say, "Oh, a bunch of returning characters." You want to put new in there just to make the game to casuals be like, "Oh, new." They see that word; it's a buzzword.
They're also semantics flexible when it comes to all that stuff. Like, remember when they told us when we asked how many characters were coming back from MK4, and they said not 0. I mean, it's so open to interpretation. Or they could just lie. I mean, it doesn't. There's no rules. There's nothing
I
stopping.
mean,
them
if
saying
you
anything,
think
so.
about it, there were 3 characters from MK4, I think.
That's not 0.
Yeah.
Tanya, Shinnok, Quan
Quan
Chi.
Chi.
Quan Chi, Tanya. Well, Tanya, I'm not gonna count this. There's 2. There's basically 2. I'm not counting Tanya.
Yeah, you're talking about the starting roster.
Yeah.
Then, too. Really, he was just hinting Shinnok. We all
Pretty
know
well.
it.
So I have a question about the Dream Lady. The Dream Lady is the person that we've been talking about since Jade's end.
Presumably.
I don't think that's her, to be honest. I honestly
Well,
don't
no,
think
it's
that's
not.
her.
Design is very different.
I already
but-
looked at like the Jade ending screenshot from 9 and took a look at the girl, this thing from the back. If it's her, it's an entirely different outfit and she shaved her head.
You know, it's
Yeah.
possible that it'll be like 2 new characters. Like this chick is in
God of
charge,
Time, the
and
God
the
of
chick we
Space or
saw
something like
is
that.
actually possessing Jade, and she's like a servant or something.
I mean, I would be surprised if it was like just one person out there pulling strings and fucking with time. It feels kind of like there might be more than one person.
It's also just a case of like when they reveal someone in an arcade ending, that's never completely canon. Like the Dragon King looked a bit different in Deadly Alliance than he did when he finally showed up in Deception.
So maybe the Jade 9 thing is a beta version of her. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
Holy shit.
are we still going? Are you guys still expecting like the game to kind of go in order, like how it did with like a reboot kind of order thing, like how it did with the last timeline,
mean,
where
if-
it went from
If
like
you're
how-
asking if we think the story will have elements of Deadly Alliance and Deception in it,
yeah.
at this point, I'm thinking not really.
So you think it's just going to be a new story altogether?
I think they are doing this specifically to skip Onaga. Like by introducing characters from a timeline where Onaga has already been fought, then once whatever happens at the end of story mode, which will probably be some kind of combining of the 2 timelines, you'll have a bunch of characters who fought Onaga before, and from their point of view, there will be no reason to fight him again. Like whatever history we're left with will be one where that's already happened.
Right.
At least that's my guess. I mean, I'm still like I would be very excited if we did see Onaga in this game because I've said before I am a fan of that character. But I don't think we'll see any form of like Shang Tsung and Quan Chi teaming up again. And I would be surprised if we saw like the Mummy Army.
Right.
Now, I feel like most things involving the Deadly Alliance themselves are going to be left to the wayside.
I think, you know what? I think there will be
Oh, shit.
references to Armageddon. I don't know if, I mean, like, maybe Dagon will be in there somehow just because of the Red Dragon's connection to Kenshi and Takeda. But I think any references to Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon will be, like, past tense in the point of view of, like, the old timeline characters. Like, maybe there'll be something that's for, like, Easter egg references in the intros
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think right now. Ugh.
I know so much. Like, it's crazy.
So I noticed
because I feel like Onaga is a very large guy. He's the kind of character that you would do as like the sub boss or in like the Goro and Shao Kahn slot. And since Shao Kahn is already in that slot, I don't know how many other like big guys will get in this game.
Moloch for sure, right?
Yeah, that's happening.
So I noticed it's kind of early to say. So would you guys expect like tag team to make a return or something like that, or?
I mean, everyone's been screaming about it since like X didn't have it.
Yeah,
Because I know it was a debate before. Everybody was kind of like, mad about it, or not mad about it, but people like kind of didn't want it back because they think it would be like OP or something like.
Competitive people obviously were able to pick out all the flaws, but tag was my favorite mode in 9.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with tag, because I've been one of the most outspoken for tag on, at least here. I always make a big deal about it, and I've explained why many times. But when I said that they did things so well with this that I'm willing to be forgiving with some things that I know aren't going to go my way, that would be one of them. As much as I want tag to be in this game, knowing that I get to play this in 5.5 months, it looks so damn colorful. We get the cool timeline aspect. Just everything about it looked hype to me. As long as the gameplay is good, that's one of those things I can be like, okay, it sucks, but they establish enough good faith and goodwill that it's one of those, like, as long as they tip the scales enough to where there's enough good shit in the game, I'm willing to not bitch about tag. So that's kind of my stance on it at this current time. Now, if the question is, do you think we're still going to get it? The fact that it wasn't in the reveal trailer, or at least this trailer, to me says it's probably unlikely, because I feel like that's something they would want to tip their hat at, like, oh, 2-on-2 battle, much like Marvel vs. Capcom did. I don't know. I don't think we will, but I think January 17th, or whenever the hell that is, that they basically unload a bunch of information onto us, the big reveal of gameplay and everything. I think that's going to be the biggest tell. I think they're going to give us a lot on that date. Like, I think they legitimately are going to show us. Like, I remember Temple, like, we were all hoping we were going to get 6 to 8 characters revealed in the first gameplay that we actually got. And I think there's a high chance of that happening, knowing how quickly this reveal cycle is going to go. So, yeah, I think we'll know mid-January whether there's tag in the mode. I don't think they're going to hold that until really close to release, especially because if there's a beta, I think that's something they're going to want to stress test.
So do you guys think that it's going to play like MKX, or kind of like what Injustice did? They still have like the same gameplay elements from the first one. Do you think it's going to be like that with this new engine, or could it be something different altogether?
I think for Temp's sake and everyone's enjoyment's sake, I hope it goes away from X. I hope we get an evolution, basically fix the problems of X, like the 50-50s. And Temp can jump in here. He's I'm sure has a lot to say.
Well, I said a long time ago, maybe 8 months ago, that it was, even if they agreed or disagreed with the community, it was very clear that they were aware that people did not like the mix-up heavy nature of MKX, and people did not like the mix-ups being like a turn-based context where if you do anything, your turn's over. Now eat a 50-50. I think they're very aware of that, and there were very clear efforts in MKXL to fix that. Like, they reduced like duration frames so people couldn't react to your stagger as well. It wasn't enough, but anti-airs were butts, so they know. So I'm not super worried about this game being as bad as MKX. I'm just worried that there's going to be something new that's going to bring back the old problems. It's never the old stuff that hurts a Mortal Kombat game. It's always the new shit. So at least gameplay-wise. So we'll see. I'm fairly optimistic, though. And I'm optimistic in the sense that even if the problems come back, I think they're in a position where they can actually do something about it. So we'll see.
So far, I mean, like I said, we just got the reveal trailer and other little tidbits, but so far they're batting 100 in terms of, or batting 1,000, I guess. Batting 100 wouldn't be very good. No, batting,
I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, baseball terms, right? Batting 1,000 in terms of fixing their mistakes from that they made in previous games, at least. Because, I mean, Injustice 2 from an Injustice 1 felt like it was doing a lot of things right that it did wrong prior.
Yeah.
I think they're going to continue that trend with this game. I just looking at these screenshots, looking at the reveal trailer, the shorter reveal cycle, the beta, everything, like they're putting all their ducks in a row for a successful game. So I hope the roster, I hope the gameplay, and I hope all of that does not fall short of that. I think they have learned. I think they, as stubborn as they can be and as much as they like to troll people, I think genuinely they do care about pleasing the fans. And I think other than maybe a couple stubborn spots like Fujin, which maybe we'll get him in the January 17th reveal. And like I said, I've been saying for a while now, if they want to establish good faith, give us a couple of those characters right off the gate. And that would be the time. That gameplay reveal is going to be the biggest tell roster-wise. If they give us a couple dudes that we've been pulling for, I think that's just going to continue to... It's just like Smash. If anything, they're learning a lot from Smash if it wasn't intentional. Smash with their like 3 or 4 directs were just knocking out of the park and just pleasing the fans like more so than they ever thought they would be. So I think we're getting that this time with MK11. You got anything else, dude, though?
2 things. For one thing, I'm definitely gonna get back on MKX tonight.
Nice.
I'm probably gonna go competitive on it again.
There you go.
And I forgot what question I was gonna say.
Who do you play?
Who do I play? I only main Johnny Cage. I really want to play Takeda and Predator though, because I have the complete edition.
Takeda is a man's character, sir.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Django is a fan. But yeah, all right. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and if you think of anything else you wanted to ask, just throw it in the chat. We'll definitely answer it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So, who's an underrated character that one of you guys liked in an earlier Mortal Kombat game that you want to come back in 11?
Oh, solid question, because we all at least have one. So
I think.
I'll get mine out of the way just first. I would say Frost, just from but I don't think she's underrated because a lot of people ask for her. I think the most underrated character that I like is Ashra, so I really hope to see Ashra again.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Django?
It's just Fujin's not underrated. He's just under-present.
Underappreciated, maybe. Yeah.
This is true.
I guess I'd have to go with either Reiko or Nightwolf. Nightwolf's been around more than Reiko, so I guess Reiko. I'll go with that one. I want to see that dude so bad. He's got to be in this shit.
Razor?
I mean, people who listen to the show all the time know my favorite female character of all time is Serena. So,
Shed?
Depends on the time of day. Right now, I'm thinking Kai.
Interesting. Wow, I did not see that coming, but I like it.
I mean, you want to talk about underrated? Here's a guy who just has what no one would disagree is an incredibly unique fighting style. Something that would have a lot of variety. No one hates him. It's just that he's just forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a design boost, but other than that, like
Kai is very much a victim of the fact that they had a cool idea for a moveset and they just never pulled it off, and they never went back to try again.
Yeah,
like they didn't even attempt it in Armageddon, so he's never really had a second chance.
And if there was ever a time, it wasn't in the 3D era, now is the time to really nail your gameplay. So Kai in a 2D world, I think they can nail it now.
Yeah, like isn't it about time we had a Capoeira guy?
You'd think.
Yeah. Temp?
For going overall, Lee May. For going gameplay, Sindel and Nightwolf. Those characters were so fun and missed from MK9, and no one plays like either of them. Like Sindel was this really interesting zoning pressure character who had the kind of like just a perfect footsie game, and Nightwolf just that abusive mid-range where he just had this safe way to control, and the only way you could really thwart it is by ducking. And yeah, if you duck, you can punish his charge. But if all you're doing is ducking, he's just gonna fucking clobber you. So it's such a fascinating style that it's just fucking gone. But Lee May is probably my favorite 3D era character, so I miss her a lot, and I'd love to see her redesign MK11.
I want to see her too, dude. All right, well, thanks for coming on, man. Well, I guess answer your own question. What underrated character are you looking forward to?
All right, this is kind of weird, but Striker Or
No, that's not
better
weird at all.
yet,
That's a great answer.
No,
That's
better yet,
fantastic.
no, that's not weird. The
I like
answer I
that
was
back.
gonna say before was either Taven or Dagon. Probably Dagon because he was in the comics.
Also not weird. I like both of those answers.
Actually,
I only-
neither
only
one had moves that really stood out, but I kind of liked. There was this thing they seemed to be trying to do with Dagon, where like all of his moves would start with a feint. Like he
Did it?
would step backwards before he did his fireball, or like duck low and then do a high move. Like,
Yeah, I actually do remember.
he had
that.
he had
That's not
very
very present in these games at all.
like
Well,
it
see,
felt like they
yeah.
were trying to do a thing, and that just wasn't the engine for it. So I
Yeah.
actually think Dagon could be a cool thing if they tried him again.
What sold you, Swizz? I know I interrupted you as you were saying what sold you, but just to re-ask the question, what sold you on those two?
I don't know, cause I really just I don't know. I kind of liked. It's kind of weird because people didn't really like the story that much from Armageddon, from what I remember. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I kind of just like Taven and Dagon's kind of little story, I guess, and it was cool to see Dagon. Wait, was he in the comics or was he in one of the endings or something like
He was
that?
in the
Cameo
Indies,
He was
sure.
so
I remember the comic.
he's in Kenshi and Takeda's arcade ending, but he also appears in the very last issue of the comic.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
And like
gotcha.
he's talked about a lot in the comic because the Red Dragon clan shows up a lot.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't define that as a weird choice at all. I mean,
You know,
someone
like-
says Moloch, okay, weird. But Taven and Dagon have a lot of fans.
There's a like a Thor and Loki or Dante and Virgil sort of thing. Like the two brothers who are on opposite sides and like fight each other all the time thing.
Well, I like the
It's a
designs, too. I think they
popular
both
thing if you
look
do it
good.
right.
I think if you look good, you always get a second chance. If you have a good design, then that's really all you need.
I've always said no one is beyond saving. Very few people.
All
It's
right.
even, yeah.
Well,
We'll go.
we're gonna cycle up. Thanks for coming on, Swizz.
Yeah,
All
thanks,
right, no
dude.
problem. Good night,
Cheers.
guys.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Good one.
you had me with Striker. You lost me with Taven and Dagon.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with
All
you.
right.
I'm
this
just,
man.
I'm just messing with you.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care.
Later.
Take care, dude.
All right. So next up, we got. Go ahead, Temp. You can talk while I get the next person queued up. Chameleon,
I was
did
gonna
you?
say,
Chameleon, were
yeah.
you wanting to come on? I didn't see if you. You said after Swizz, but that might have been in relation to something else. Okay. I just want to make sure. So let me unmute you. What were you saying, Temp?
Oh no, that's all I got. I just like Taven and Dagon.
All right. Okay, Chameleon, you should be able to talk now. You might have to unmute yourself.
All right. So, Jesus Christ, Christmas came early,
Yep.
and
so did
I-
we.
and I and I can't fucking unwrap this gift. Can somebody help me with it? No. Okay.
I don't think that we're that kind of show.
Yeah, no.
I got you.
You got the wrong one. I think Bruss.
Sometimes we're that kind of
Bruss,
show.
Bruss does that over
Sometimes
there in
we're that
his
kind of
Discord.
show.
Just kidding, bro.
Well, I wasn't even. I was not watching the awards. I was not even in the Discord because I was so sure that it wasn't happening. And then
What
my
a
friend,
bitch. What are you talking? You
from-
can't come in here and say that. I wasn't listening to you guys. I don't give a shit. But then, you know.
not,
I
yeah,
know
but
that
then
a lot. Like in the first hour and a half, we were trying really hard to be funny to make up for how shit the show was, and then we just were all falling asleep.
That's all getting
I-
cut anyways. Who gives a shit about that?
I
That's-
can't blame
no one wants to
anyone
hear
for
us
tuning
in
out.
misery for an hour.
That was a very painful experience. I wanted to tune out. I picked up my guitar and I'm like, I could be fucking.
We did.
practicing
Yeah,
right
I went
now.
and got a soda. He played guitar.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
it was bad, but it was well worth the wait. I would wait double that if like I can't be mad at that. That was just amazing. What do you got for us?
all right. So ignoring pretty much the same story that everyone else had, where I didn't expect it. Oh shit, it's here. All right. So now on to the like unwrapping of all this and trying to like think about what's coming. So the big thing for me is, of course, the timelines and the Dream Lady itself. I was not herself, whatever the fuck. I wasn't expecting seeing her, assuming that that's her. Of course, like I wasn't expecting the two Scorpions either. That was kind of hype.
Mhm.
But that the Dream Lady like blew the expectations like even higher, because that was
That's what she blew.
a definite not expect. So I'm really thinking about just the very, it's very like open-ended now. There's so many ways that this game could go, and it's mainly her that I'm thinking about, because it's like originally the idea of like, okay, Dream Lady, that's sort of interesting, and then in X it was like hinted at that it had to do with the timelines, but I thought, this can't go, too far. And then now it's like, now I'm really, really like deeply thinking into it, and it's just, I don't know how to process it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think the craziest part about it is everyone, like this trailer, they did a good job at appealing to everyone pretty much. I know like people want gameplay, and I'm right there with you, but it's like we got so much from it that
this was about as good as you could possibly do with CG.
Yeah.
I just got a plot-gasm.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think probably story fans that have been jaded were probably the least excited in that fuck, I don't even know what the word is. Fuck it, I'm giving up on it. But,
yeah, like Racer hasn't said anything for 20 minutes. I feel like he's off cleaning himself off. Because there's an example of jaded right there.
I'm I don't know where I fall. I mean, I've said a lot of things I'm excited about. I'm sort of like, we've looked pretty deep at what we've been shown, which is 2 Scorpions, a Raiden, a Shao Kahn, and maybe 2.5 stages.
Yeah.
And now it's just the long wait until the next bit of content.
But we know when it is.
Yeah,
helps too.
We know when, so it's not that waiting game. At least the silent waiting game of not knowing. Not only do we get that, but man, waiting a month for more information feels so much easier, especially when you have the holidays and things are gonna move fast in this next month, anyways. But that aside, it's gonna be so much easier knowing the whole this whole cycle is only gonna be 5.5 months. Like, if this was a year out and you told me you have to wait a month for more information, I might be a little bit more antsy. But like the end game, like we just have so many answers that we like in prior games, we didn't know if there was going to be a beta. We didn't know when the beta was going to be. We didn't know when the launch of the game was going to be, because they always would say, oh, spring of whatever. We know when the game's coming out, the exact date. Yep. We know when the beta's coming out, at least that month. We know what the story's about. We don't have to wonder what the story's about. Like, there's just so many answers we got from this that up front, that waiting a month really is so much. You're given so much that normally you're like, oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. So
that's true.
There's a lot.
It's also always good whenever they tell you exactly how you're waiting.
I mean,
telling you, hey, you are waiting a month.
Quiet is not a reflection on my excitement level. It's
just combo breaker
late at night.
Ooh, combo breaker.
Yeah. Hey, one thing I did notice is, I'll post this screenshot real quick once again. Scorpion's like swiping Raiden with his spear there. He's not actually pulling him out. That's kind of interesting to me. But
that's true.
I wonder if there's some more uses of his kunai.
He's evolving
spear.
his meta.
Yeah, he's not just using it to pull enemies. Now he's actually going to use it like kicking it at his enemies and shit like that. That'd be sweet.
I was thinking actually today on the bus, because I think of Mortal Kombat while I'm on the bus like a loser. That like the single coolest moment for Scorpion, I think, in all of his history was probably like Hellfire Scorpion in Shaolin Monks, where he started like kicking and flailing the spear around in circles and shit. And I was getting a lot of that kind of vibe from this.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
20 years later.
What else you got for us, Chameleon?
All right, so here's one thing that I've been thinking about a bit. So seeing, Scorpion in the MK, 3 outfit, classic outfits are always hype, but at the time, it's like, they reuse that specific design, or like give or take MK1, MK2, and they're good designs, but I'm hoping that we get a lot more 3D era representation, not just in roster, but in alternate costumes.
Sure.
Because I don't know, I'm just, for me, not only am I sick of seeing, the classic, like all the palette swaps basically, but it'd be really weird for that to be like an alternate or like in canon the primary outfit for a character.
Yeah. All right. Well, I agree with you. Hopefully we do get more 3D era representation. We've obviously been preaching that for God knows how long. So yeah, we're right there with you. Oh God. One thing I do want to note, we're gonna cycle you out. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it, dudes.
Thank you very much.
Yep, we got a couple more. I do want to mention that another cool thing that is kind of being overlooked, or we didn't really like think of it in this way, is yes, there's a beta in March, but if you pre-order, you get beta access. So no more, am I getting a beta code?
Yeah, no more beta codes.
Am I going to get chosen? Am I going to be one of the lucky ones? We actually get guaranteed access to this beta by pre-ordering. That, like, there's no reason for any of us not to pre-order.
Only happening because they all just got so annoyed with harassment.
Yes, I'm
like,
sure.
listen, don't bug us. You get it if you pre-order. That's how you do it. Fuck off.
So
it's
I
more
like
important
that.
in this game too, because one of the biggest problems with Mega Man X, the problem with MKX not having a beta was we all went into the game having no idea how to run, and that's the main reason I wanted a beta. I was like, okay, I want to learn how to move before I pick my favorite character. So we all kind of went in blank. And Justice 1 was so important to have a beta because no one knew the game was going to feel that way. So if they change movement in a big way, I'm almost certain they will. I don't know how, but I have a feeling movement's going to be very different in this game. Then I want that beta so I can kind of hit the ground running, no pun intended.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring on former Brad, whatever his name is now. I can't pronounce that. You can't fool me. I know who you are, and I know where you live. All right, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on? You're live.
Hello, amigo.
Brad.
What's up?
What's up?
Brad.
Is this happening?
Hell yeah.
Brad, you got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm seeing his avatar blink in time with a typing noise.
Hey,
dear Yautja Prime.
Oh,
if he's
sorry.
not here,
you are live.
Guys.
Did you get it?
I wasn't talking. My apologies.
I'm sorry,
okay,
we're
there
out
you
of
go.
time. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, this is my roommate right next to me. Say
Jesus.
hello.
Hello.
What do you got? What's
Howdy.
I'm actually really excited for this. I just my mom thought I sent the trailer to my mom. I don't know why. She said
Your mom is awesome.
Yeah,
Oh.
what'd she say? Who's she playing?
I was like, oh, cool. And then I sent to my dad, and he sent me like a oh, cool thing. Like,
Do they have a main? Who do they play?
actually, I'm kind of biased because I actually know the actor for Mortal Kombat, Chris Casamassa. He actually owns a karate studio. Like, Scorpion's my main, but
okay.
I'm really interested in seeing what the new Mortal Kombat has to offer. I think.
What was your favorite
I
part of
think-
the trailer?
I think the reveal of the second Scorpion was probably my favorite part.
Yeah,
'cause
I didn't know what the hell was going on, but yeah, that's hype.
It's
Like,
scrappingly worthy.
That is kind of the moment, because otherwise, like, we already know like Scorpion and Dark Raiden as characters from where they left off in X, so that was like the moment where something new happens.
I feel like I'm the only one that wasn't like surprised whenever that dude walked up. Like for me, the big surprise was the fucking troll, because I was like, they're too old to play those games anymore. They're not gonna do shit anymore. They don't even
Dude,
try, and
that's
that's why
awesome.
it got me.
Yeah,
It really is.
that
But I
was,
mean, like the footsteps behind Raiden, and you're like, oh shit, he killed Scorpion. Now Takeda's gonna avenge him.
Oh,
It's
there
not
was supposed to be
Takeda.
someone
It's
else.
fucking Scorpion again.
I thought it was Cyrax. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
I
I
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
thought
someone
that
else who's
too.
mad at Raiden. There's no shortage of people lining up to.
I'm glad I didn't have that tease of Cyrax. I didn't even think
Yeah, that
about it.
would've
I was
been-
legitimately just like confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then when I saw
Wait.
another Scorpion, I didn't put together the timeline thing. I was just like,
here's
did he
the
come
thing
back to
about that.
life? I was like in my mind, I was churning like, what's the gimmick of this game? Because usually the reveal tells you about what the gimmick is going to be. So I'm like, Is there somehow like you can revive yourself mechanic? Like I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I couldn't think
Respawn? No!
Yeah, I was like, what was going on? I had no idea. All right, so that's your favorite part of the trailer.
Well, there was something else that really interests me. Probably how the characters use their weapons a lot. Because I think I heard a while back that there was a idea, or someone brought up the idea they're going to bring 3 variations. 2 variations are not non-weapon, and the last one will be a weapon only.
Like the old fight styles.
Yes, basically, from what I've heard. But seeing Scorpion using like katanas almost like a samurai, it's just interesting.
It was. That's something else that I want to see get gameplay for. I want to know exactly how all these different mechanics are showing us. They're probably going to be in the game, but to see how they actually work, that's what the gameplay is going to show us. That's why I want to see.
I think weapons for every character doesn't always make sense because like in the 3D era, you had a lot of people who were using stuff that just didn't fit them just so they'd have something, like Ermac with an axe.
Yeah, I don't want that. That's
Stuff
where you
like
get
that.
into
But
poor
I think like
animalities.
what we're hearing about like custom variations, and for these 2 characters, like Raiden is known for having a staff, Scorpion is known for his spears and kunai, and swords.
Yes.
But I feel like it is like it's fine if like, and it makes sense for Mortal Kombat to pick up shit off the stage and beat each other with. So
right.
If that's what we're seeing, then that's
well. We have been having interactables.
Yeah, we have. That's what I'm saying.
It could
so
just
if they
be an
double down
extension
on
of
that.
it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, Brad, you got anything else?
Other than story speculation, I think we might have like a Infinite Crisis type story. I originally thought that.
Yeah.
I thought in Mortal Kombat 12 we were gonna get that, but I guess earlier. Okay.
Well, people tend to think in trilogies.
Yeah.
MK12 would be the 4th game in this timeline.
It would be, and that would be on next gen, no doubt. And so, finish this story arc in this gen, I think is better anyway.
I wonder how Raiden's gonna react seeing the other what Razor said in one podcast.
The other characters.
I was gonna react just like
I think
Agent Smith at the end of the Matrix trilogy. I was like, oh no, it's not fair.
All right.
I don't expect Raiden to have any friends at all. Like,
I would hope.
I don't know. I think he could con a few people onto his side.
We thought he was going to con Scorpion like he did in the comic and shit, and obviously.
Well, the trailer's no indication. Like Scorpion and Sub-Zero were beating the shit out of each other in the Deadwoods, and then they're having tea in the game.
Actually, Cyborg well, excuse me, I can't talk. Actually, just call me Brad on there. Literally, that's my name. Just because I change my name a lot. I don't know. Just something I do.
I've been calling you Brad. You got all right. Well, we're gonna cycle out just so we can get the last couple people on because it's getting late.
I'll actually leave. Those are my thoughts and ideas. So,
well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah,
right there with you on the Infinite Crisis thing. That's what we're hoping for here.
See what the story is. Let's hope that this isn't a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean
don't
that's
see
always
how it could be.
Yeah, that's always the hope.
It's possible, but
anything's possible. But yeah, I think
find a way.
I mean, 9 had its flaws, 10 had its flaws. I still love them for what they are. I don't think this is going to be any different.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, everything's good. Let's continue on. What do you got?
Starts coughing up a lung.
Yeah. No, listen. Yeah, there was an announcement that we were going to do. We did some of it the other night on the podcast. But what happened was Cyborg left the Warrior Shrine. Me and Tib just started. We got into the swing of things without all the problems, and just Cyborg being gone, things went really smooth. so smooth that I completely forgot to check the tapes, and we didn't record any of the stuff of me talking about that. So it doesn't really exist. That was just us talking. That was like for who was it? Ishii, Brusk, and Chrome. I think we're in there.
A couple of them were in there when I left. Yeah.
But I mean, it's for the best anyway because we are going to do the announcement that's better. Or a statement. It's not an announcement. Really soon, going up on Test Your Might. I think there's another one going up on DSOG. I'm not sure where that one's going up. But it's going to say everything that I was going to say better, along with some visual things to look at, addressing things like Mortal Kombat HD, and us with iBallistic, the guys who did that stuff back then, the TRMK HD guys. We're all those guys. We have new people on that we picked up over the years. We hooked up with another developer to make another game, and that's what we're doing now. But we wanted to shut the things down, we wanted to set the record straight as far as Mortal Kombat HD goes, because everyone else is always talking about it except for us. And
There's been a lot of rumors and speculation going on.
There has. Yeah. Fucking Maximilian did the thing. Like, it's like, okay, listen, enough's enough. We're gonna talk about it for ourselves.
Sure.
So
that makes sense.
That's what's gonna be in that statement, and that's gonna go up. It's gonna go up next week. There's no doubt it's gonna go up next week over on at least Test Your Might. I'm not sure when the DSOG one's going up, but that'll go up too. And there is a lot of stuff that we're really, really, really excited about. It's a little bit of like a good news, bad news.
I'm excited. I was upset that I had to miss it. I was up till like 2 a.m. when I was only supposed to be on till 1. So I just got to that point.
I was tired too. Chip was tired too by that point. It was just it'll work out better this way. It's kind of crazy random goodness that the tapes died.
Right.
Just on that, we picked it back up. We have a good Q&A in this next episode. It went really well.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, next week we'll have a proper announcement with some exciting stuff.
Sounds good. All right, let's get Brusk on. Brusk, you can talk. What's up?
What's up, guys? You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What up?
Oh my god.
He was in there the other night.
Yes, I was. I'm actually glad that I'm one of the last ones, because if I came in when a couple minutes after the reveal happened, I would have literally made your ears bleed because I was screaming my ass off. Oh my god.
Go to Reddit right now, and in the Mortal Kombat Reddit, there is a thread which is just the letter A. I encourage everyone to contribute. I have, you should too.
I'm actually gonna do that right now. Let me do that.
Woo.
Anyways.
So what are your thoughts?
Well, actually, first of all, oh my god, like finally, like thank God they did something. I had never thought I would be hyped. I thought I'd be like, okay, yeah, there's a new MK game, awesome. Finally, they said something. But this one got me screaming my ass off. Like, my god, I just don't know how they did it, but they did it. I don't understand why I ever doubted NetherRealm. I just don't understand. Now, of course, there's more things to come that could bring my hopes down, but so far, what I'm seeing, they're doing such an amazing thing.
You're on the right track. I mean, it's not everything's gonna go the way we want. I think that's a guarantee. Is that nothing's perfect. So there's gonna be something that we either dislike or are disappointed in. But what you got to do is cherish this moment and cherish like how right things are, and just cherish this moment, because this is amazing. They could not have done this better, unless they just blew their entire load by like revealing gameplay with Fujin and all sorts of crap. But then it's like I don't even know what we would do. I don't think we could record at that point.
So what you're saying is, treasure these moments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because in 1 month we're gonna hear about how the loop.
He just like cut out.
What? Do you have the loops?
Loot boxes.
Combat loops?
Nobody's allowed to say the full name, otherwise you get cut off.
Voldemort.
But
it's like Candlejack.
But
so what's the hype? What's the most hype thing for you, like in that reveal trailer?
I think probably. Well, okay. Well, first of all, do we know that we're getting the 2 timelines in like as a part of the story, or is that just an assumption?
Because
I hear you guys talking about it, and it's getting. Never mind.
It is good to like say that out there. Like it's not confirmed, but it just seems to be the case.
Well, I would assume so, because like at the very end with that's the Dream Lady. I don't understand how that cannot be the Dream Lady.
They could have just redesigned her. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just a redesign, because if that was the main design if the ending how she looked like in the ending, like the way that is now, it'd be shit because it's just.
I'm glad I'm glad it's redesigned if that is her, because I could never get past that. In those endings, she looked like Lee May with the Dragon King armor or whatever it was.
Yeah, I know, and then everyone said it's Lee May. Now people cannot say it's Lee May.
Yeah,
anymore.
so it's like they had to redesign her to make her look different.
And it's not Delia too.
Yeah,
I mean, honest to God, as much as we may be projecting the things that we really want to see coming out of this franchise and its story onto what we just saw, it is really, really hard to imagine other reasons for their A, being two scorpions, and B, seeing someone, whoever it is, Dream Lady or Delilah or whatever, fucking around with an hourglass and Shao Kahn intact and sitting on a throne and holding a hammer when in the new timeline he doesn't exist anymore.
Well, no, there's three parts of this that basically that kind of seals it to me, that I think that is the story, is that the timelines are converging. If it was just like, say, the two scorpions and nothing else, then I would be a little bit questionable of why is there two scorpions, but it may not necessarily mean anything. It could just be like a sign of gear, but then again, they could have done gear in a much different way than having two different scorpions show up to the same fight. But
I mean, it is gear, even if there's story reasons.
Right. But the three things are the two scorpions as separate people. They make that clear. It's not Scorpion resurrecting. He is completely separate. There's that. There's the lady with the hourglass, and both of those points are specific. But then there's also, in the description, it says, and featuring blah, 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 classic fighters, Mortal Kombat's best-in-class cinematic story mode continues the epic saga over 25 years in the making. When I think 25 years in the making, just that description to me says everything that's happened in the past is coming to a head. This is 25 years in the making. The old timeline, the new timeline. Here we go. We're going to see resolution to all of this. We're going to at least see them converge, and everything matters. If it was 5 years in the making, 6 years in the making, 8 years in the making, that's what they would say.
But they also didn't do anything for the 25th anniversary.
True.
Them just throwing out stuff like that, 25 years in the making.
You can't cut out the MKX mobile stuff they did.
Yes, I can.
But yeah, those are my reasonings for thinking that is legit.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't the timelines, they wouldn't have included the chick with the hourglass. I think that's just that would be some hardcore trolling, to the point where even I would get pissed, because it's like they know what they're doing at that point.
It is the safest assumption by far, but it's still true. It's not confirmed. Oh my gosh!
That's like a callback to when Django first came on our episode. He's just fighting with the phone.
What is happening?
God damn it! Timelines.
Exactly. Timelines. This episode is 4 years in the making.
Falling apart before our eyes.
Yes. Old Django, new Django. There can only be one.
He must answer.
But yes, no, those are my reasonings on that.
No, I think it's fair too. I was just wondering if it was said in some sort of description or anything like that. But no. But another thing that I noticed, or not noticed, but like I don't know if you knew that Sean Kittleson has been off Twitter. He recently just came back,
right?
And he was tweeting about Mortal Kombat 11. So I'm wondering if he's back to promote his comic, or I know he's going to be the writer for the games apparently. I wonder if he's back to promote a comic as well. Clearly we all know that he's with the team now,
right? I think so.
Then he now just comes back and says, "Hey, Mortal Kombat," just as a reminder.
Yeah, I think we'll get a comic. Yeah.
As an aside, I'm reading the chat now. Patrick Sates did not know until now.
I was about to say that. Yeah,
he is not voicing Scorpion this time.
I was gonna bring that up too.
That?
What?
Who is that?
Yeah.
He did the voice of Scorpion in which games?
Since DC 9 and X.
Since DC.
Okay, since DC. And he just that kind of sucks.
And yeah, I was about to say that he
Injustice,
just tweeted
count
out.
that too.
Oh, he did Injustice as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of.
That's odd, but I wonder if they're gonna get like an actual Japanese voice actor or something like that.
I mean,
because like I know like there's some games that actually get a Japanese voice actor for a Japanese character. You know, like I since I'm so timed in Overwatch, they get, you know, for Overwatch they do that too. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do that for the characters in
Yeah,
MK,
but it's
in MK.
it's silly in like Tekken where a guy speaks Japanese and then someone comes in speaking Portuguese and they can understand each other.
Yeah.
I'd much rather everybody just speak English because it is like a real
No.
world lingua franca. Everybody
No.
speaks.
Oh, I know that. I'm not saying like Scorpion's gonna speak Japanese. I'm saying like they're gonna get like a Japanese voice actor to voice, you know, Scorpion.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
with the
That actually bums me out a little. I really like Sights as
No,
Scorpion.
yeah,
It better hold that standard in every country they dub the game in, from like Mexico to like fucking France. Like they better do that consistently if that's the philosophy they're operating on.
And well, if we're actually going to take that one Mexican voice actor's word, since it's actually kind of true now, MK11 is confirmed. I wonder if Kung Lao is not going to come back. But again, they could have replaced the voice actor. But I feel like if he's not going to come back, and Reptile as well, why, if you're going to do a story like this, you know?
I mean, firstly, I mean, as much as this story lends itself to a bunch of characters coming back, there's got to be some people on the chopping block. It's just not feasible that we're going to get 60
Man, I hope it's
characters,
Reptile.
you
Fuck
know,
Reptile.
70 characters, whatever we're up to now. So there's still got to be some left on the chopping block. So if you got to whittle that down to 40 at the end of the day, I mean, the ones that need to sit out still need to sit out. Maybe we get a couple passes just because people that are like you really can't do without. But I mean, if you have certain ones that don't come from the old timeline to save the day, I don't know. I'm just thinking, but yeah.
I feel like the ones that cannot like miss this game is probably, of course, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Liu Kang, Kitana. I think those are the
Right.
5 that you
Yeah.
cannot exclude.
Those are for sure ones, absolutely. And then
Yeah.
obviously you have Khan confirmed.
Yeah,
But,
Khan is.
Yeah, I don't know. That is strange that he didn't know. I don't know how voice actors work. Like,
Yeah, he was like disappointed that they didn't get an email or something. And you know what? I could understand that. You've been with this character for, you know, that's what he said,
Sure.
over 10 years.
like a courtesy thing,
Why-
just saying,
yeah,
hey.
why would you-
Yeah. I could
I'll
get
take it
that.
a step further. I don't just understand it. I think Warner, NetherRealm, whoever was in charge, was just straight up wrong not to bring him back. This was fucked
Yeah.
up for the fans and him. Why
Yeah.
would you break consistency when the
Courtesy
voice actor is
email would have
available?
been nice. God, honestly.
I mean,
He's one of
hold
my
on.
favorite ones.
To be fair, we're only getting one side of the story. We don't know what the hell happened. So I just want to be clear that we can't just condemn.
Well, I'll be even fairer. Warner Brothers can state their case anytime they want. they can give their it's a free country. If they have a good reason, they're welcome to say it. But otherwise, I take his word for it.
Sure. I mean,
It-
I
it's
agree
so-
if it went down like that, as he's laying it out that he had no idea, they never reached out to him. But once again, I don't know how voice actors work. I don't know if this is standard practice that just because you played a character 3 or 4 times that the company doesn't reach out to you if they want to go different. I don't know how that works. I agree with you. Courtesy wise, there's no reason why they shouldn't do that. But I once again, I'm not in their shoes. I don't know all of the pieces on the chessboard or all the details, I guess. I just don't want to condemn them based on just one tweet that we got.
They they probably didn't. He probably was asked to do voice work, but they didn't tell him what game because that was part of the process of them trying whatever they can do to not leak out the game or something like that.
Sure.
Because I know sometimes they tell. I remember there was this one story that I was watching about a voice actor saying that they were recording lines for this one game and they didn't know what it was. So, you know, it could be that case as well. Like he probably didn't know. They probably didn't tell him that he was voicing Scorpion, but he was actually voicing Scorpion. But even then, why would you not tell somebody? You know.
Yeah, I know. Like I
voicing
said,
Scorpion.
I agree. If that's how it went down, it's a little sketchy. But I just don't want to speak out of line or jump to conclusions quite yet until we get more info on it. But I agree with you.
If it turns out that Ed Boon is voicing Scorpion the entire way through, will you then be upset? I might.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on how good.
I'm messing around though, for real.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
What else you got, Brusk?
Well, I'm just.
Are you hyped that it's coming out in April?
Oh, hell yeah!
Are you
hell
hyped
yeah.
that we get a guaranteed beta and a guaranteed date where we get more information?
Yes, because I know now that NetherRealm is gonna give me a code because somebody had to give me
Yeah,
one.
no, I
in order for me to
know.
get one.
I mentioned that before. That yeah, no more shenanigans this time. No more having to beg or hope and cross your fingers that you're one of the lucky ones. You get a guaranteed way to get into the beta, which is awesome. All you have to do is pre-order, which I don't think you're gonna get any argument from any of us anyway. So yeah, no, I'm hyped about that too. You don't have to play those games. So
Yeah. It's just I think that's pretty much it for me. It's just the last thing about the timelines is just how are they gonna do it? Just how are they going to do it? I don't know.
the story
have
became
faith.
interesting all of a sudden because I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
that's-
I'm not a story guy. I haven't been in a long time or ever really. I mean, I like the story, but it's not something obviously I read like the Bible or I don't pay that much attention. I forget. Trust me, I'm sure Shad and Razor have forgotten more about the story than I ever remembered in the first place. Like, I'm horrible at remembering details like that. I know characters.
I forgot 2 entire games.
I know character details. I know moves. Like, I know I know all the details about like characters. I can't remember for the life of me a lot of the story elements. I don't know why. I just have a hard time paying attention, I guess. But with that said, I was not really that interested in MK11's story going like prior to this, but now I'm super intrigued. Like I'm like, what are they gonna do? What does this mean for the characters? Who's coming back to life? Like that to me is exciting because no more do I have to think Nightwolf is dead in this. You know, how do you bring a character back after they've been dead, as Razor has said, for 25 plus years? That you can't just bring them back and act like nothing's changed. Or just like completely undo what you did in MK9, which I don't think you should do either. But if you have a legit reason where you're bringing characters from a different timeline and they take over, to me that's where things get interesting. So yeah, I'm excited. If anything, this gives me really a lot of intrigue for the roster beyond what I already had, plus the story. So
that makes me think of the. No, I was just gonna say, I'm wondering if Ed Boon was the one who made that shitty MK Timelines link. Just to troll us. that week was just Ed
You know
Boon
what?
on like a Mac.
I remember somebody did say like, "What if this is just a marketing strategy?"
That was me. I said that.
Oh, that was you. Okay, yeah. I remember. I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like that, but like, who would have fucking guessed that? Like, well, I mean, okay. Razor did, but still, like, what the fuck?
it's true. I mean, other than like speculation on our part, I don't think any of us really thought that was the direction they were going to take.
I do think that I always said the odds of them doing it are nil. I thought it was possible, but I never thought they'd actually do it. So
I mean, I always felt like it was a possibility only because of the intros in X with the mirror match.
Yeah,
ones.
same.
Yeah, I mean, they really have been setting it up. So, I mean, it shouldn't come as much of a shock. But...
Yeah, with the Dream Lady and what her motivation was given way back in MK9, it seemed to me
there's
like
also that in X as well. With
if they were ever going to use her, that seemed to be what they were hinting at. So I
Jade connection has been kind of a ongoing plot thread, and it's true that a lot of those tend to get abandoned every now and then, but it seemed too prominent that they were bringing a lot of focus to it to have it to let it go. So I'm not surprised things turned out like this, but I'm certainly as fucking shit pleased.
Agreed. I'm super intrigued now. Bruce, you got anything else?
Other than thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna stay up all night. I have 2 homework assignments, but I'm gonna stay. I gotta stay up until like 5 in the morning. I don't give a fuck. I'm staying up and doing everything I fucking can. But yeah, guys, you guys go ahead and finish up whatever you guys need to finish up. And once again, thank you for having me. I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Thanks for hanging
Thanks
out
for being
there
here.
all this time, and thanks for coming on.
See you, man.
Okay.
Adios.
See you guys.
Later, dude.
Later.
All right, we got one more, I believe. Mr. Jonas. Let's see.
Jonas?
Go ahead and... All right, Jonas, you can talk. You just got to unmute yourself. What's up?
Hello, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Long time no see, friends.
Yeah,
Damn,
what's
that
going
was
on?
that was something. That was something. That was some reveal. just gonna make it quick, despite me having a lot of things to say. First things, I was just watching the Game Awards because I was expecting another game,
Right.
and I wanted to see if there was there was gonna be news on Metroid Prime Force, and huge fan of that, and there was nothing there, and I was just watching, just to see, what things were gonna be announced and what were not gonna be announced, and I was like getting really bored because this show was like 10 times worse than last year. Last year was so much more exciting. I don't know what it is, but I was
Game
watching.
Awards?
Yeah, the Game Awards last
What
year
was
were
last
better.
year? I guess there was that not Bloodborne 2 Sekiro.
Yeah. And I was watching, and Ed Boon shows up, and I'm like, okay, he was in last year's Game Awards as well. Okay, whatever. And then he announced the racing whatever, and then the logo came up, and that's when I got hyped. That's when I was, what? No way. And then and of course, we everybody got hyped. Of course, everybody.
It definitely was like this game and stuff was the Sekiro of this year's the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Because that was hype last year. Like everyone was like, "What that stupid thing?" And then From Software, "Oh my god!" And that was it.
Yeah,
they didn't have another one of those this year, except for this one. This game got that spot, which is cool.
I remember, the first guy that came and with the interview was the drunk guy from last year that guy. EA and shit. I was like, oh fuck. They embraced it and they were like, okay, come in and talk normal and whatever. What I wanted to say is that at first both of them, Raiden and Scorpion, beating the shit out of each other, and then I saw the armor piece of leg coming in, and as Cyborg said like 30 minutes ago, I thought it was Cyrex as well. It was like, what?
No, I didn't think it was Cyrex. That was one of them, but
trailer, what? Sub-Zero fans are gonna be pissed. That's what I thought. That instant. I was like, no, you don't do this. But it was amazing. And then I started to think, because I tend to be like play devil's advocate almost all the time and look at both sides of the spectrum all the time. And I was like, okay, this is looking amazing. And then I saw the screenshots in the chat. It's looking vibrant. It's looking like it has more color, although I saw a lot of gray and brown. I saw a lot of gray and brown, but it looks way more vibrant, way more exciting. It looks great. But then I started to think about the substance of the game, and that's when I got scary because the customization, the variation customization with the custom moves and things and armor and shit, like the gear system too, and we know how that was a missed opportunity, right? I mean, it tried to do too much, in my opinion. It was a great concept on paper. It seemed amazing, but it was flawed, executed in Injustice. And that's where I started to worry a little bit about this game, because I don't want Injustice 2 gear system to copy paste and bring it over to MK11. That's where I'm worried about. And then I started to think about it more, on things like, are we going to have a proper rank system, which is about time we had one, right? 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5 sets. Is there going to be, like a 2v2 type thing? Is it going to be a 3v3, or is it going to be a tag team? Is there anything going to be, any of that sort of thing going to be? And then run cancel. Is it going to be a dashing? Is it going to be footsie oriented? Is it going to be rush down heavy 50-50, type of gameplay? Is it going to be are there going to be anti-airs? Are they going to
These are the questions. I think all of them.
Every single one.
Every single question.
And that's why the betas or the demo or the pre-release something is going to help out so much. That's going to save us a lot of time.
So here's the deal. So I was reading their press release that they put out, and what the reveal is going to be. So it's on January 17th. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be in Los Angeles. It's actually going to be an event that's held there. It's called Mortal Kombat 11: The Reveal, and it's going to be live streamed on Twitch on their Twitch channel. It's actually going to include the first opportunity for hands-on with Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay, tournaments, and other Mortal Kombat themed activities. So it's going to be a big deal. And the reason why I mentioned that is the fact that they are dressing it up in this huge kind of big thing just says to me this is going to be a lot that they show off. I don't think this is going to be our little, they show off 4 characters and then, a few gameplay matches on a couple stages. I think this is going to be in blowing the lid off, much like Smash did when they did their first like big old splash that they made at E3.
Didn't they do that invitation tournament for MKX, like the scrolls, and they sent those out to people? Shit.
Yeah, they did some stuff like that.
It just kind of feels like that, but like the next step of it, doing something bigger than that, but that same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the game is coming out in 5 months, which is crazy. We don't know anything about the game, and the game is coming out in less than half a year. So,
like I said, like the
so
craziest thing to think about is the time it's been since E3 to this is longer than what we're actually going to have to wait to get the fully launched game. Even lesser for the beta. That's
cool.
Yeah,
but it's 5 months out. That means it's perfect timing for them to go ahead and buff Takeda. I mean, listen, it's not too early.
Again with this shit.
It's not too early. It's time to do it right now.
that's another thing that came up to my mind. Since the timelines are going to be merged, who are the characters that are going to return? Are they going to bring more 3D era characters? Is the base roster going to be increased? Since we know that from Injustice 1, each game's initial roster has been increasing, right? Slowly.
Right.
I think Injustice 2 had like 24 characters, and then MKX had 30, I think, and Injustice 2 had 34. I'm not really sure, but I know for a fact that it started to increase as the games went on.
Well, I think the DLC we're definitely getting more DLC than we got in MKX, and I know that almost for a fact, and that's simply based on the Mortal Kombat 11, what they're calling the Premium Edition. That's $100, which is the same as what Injustice 2's was. So for them to charge, and it says the Premium Edition comes with the Combat Pack. So for them to charge that amount, $100, you're looking, that's basically $40 of value. You're getting a fair amount of characters with that. So we're at least getting around the 9 or 10 range
more
for
stages, sort of like what Smash is doing, which each pack, you have a character and a stage. Not the music, because we don't, music is whatever. But
what the fuck did you just say?
Well, they could do something like that. I don't. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna go crazy with stages, just because that's never something they've really done, and I don't think. Maybe we get one. Did the pit come with MKX at one point? Like they released that, but
yeah, that came later.
So that's not
the genre as a whole is deprioritized stages. Stages as a whole have kind of gone on the wayside over the last 5 years or so.
And
they're just not as prominent in development.
Right.
I would really love to see that change, though.
We don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I would love more stages, but what would you rather have? More stages or more characters? I'm pretty sure everybody's going to say more characters.
Why not both .jp?
Depends, because if you're going to give me a character roster that is like Armageddon, and then there's like 60 characters, and each and every one of them plays like shit. So no, I prefer a smaller roster.
Sure.
With more stages, right? I mean,
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Yeah,
I mean, we're definitely evolving balance-wise.
Here's the thing that's happened since the last game, Street Fighter V. And I kind of want to believe that NetherRealm might be looking at 5 stage-style figures and hopefully maybe seeing a bit of inspiration there. So I'd be down for DLC stages if they can't fit a lot this time through straight off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, or you can release, like, for example, say there are going to be 2 combat packs, right? And each have 4 characters. Well, you can have 2 stages or 1 stage per pack. I wouldn't mind that. like 2 more stages in for the complete edition or ultimate
Yeah.
edition or whatever the name is, or 3 more stages as DLC, that would be great. But when my point is, the initial point was that as much as everything that was revealed today was amazing, I still want to know more because I'm still worried that how they are they going to execute all these things that take in consideration how MKX did and Injustice 2, the ideas that were there but were
Sure.
not executed well. So I'm still worried.
Well, I mean, it's fine to be worried, but I would just appreciate the fact that we just got this amazing stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because there's gonna be time later down the road where we can face those kind of questions. We'll get answers. I'm sure January 17th is gonna come around, and we're gonna get a fair number of questions answered. And then the fact that, I mean, it's only gonna be 5.5 months till the game comes out, so we're gonna get answers quickly. It's not gonna be an 8-month, 10-month, 9-month, whatever, with the giant like dead zone in there. We're getting answers on the regular leading up to release.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't worry too hard about that. We'll kind of cross those bridges when we get to them. But yeah, for now, just be hype on what they did right. I wouldn't think too hard about that type of stuff.
I'm not worried about is story. I'm not worried about that too much. I'm still worried about more on the gameplay type stuff.
I mean, story should be awesome, but we'll see. But you got anything else? We're about ready to wrap this up.
I'm pretty sure everybody was really, really hyped when MKX was announced. Like, as much as we are now, we were back then in 2014, I think. I don't even remember when that was. But we are fucking excited right now, and then that hype is gonna, depending on what decisions they make, if we're gonna see.
Yep.
But regardless, it looks amazing so far.
No, absolutely agreed. I think we're all pretty ecstatic. So thanks for
as
coming
long
on.
as they bring friendship.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Back, that would be, friendships, Havoc, Reiko, and Conquest. I'm asking too much.
I don't know about that last part, but the others at least have somewhat of a shot. Friendships would be tight.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no
Good
problem.
night
Thanks for
Yeah,
waiting.
take care, dude. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
All right, so that's all the guests that we're going to bring on for the show, and we're going to wrap things up here. Any final thoughts? We've said pretty much everything we could possibly say. And I would imagine we're going to start up our weekly episodes soon. We'll have to talk schedules and whatnot, and obviously we're only going to do it when the information's rolling out. But yeah, we'll definitely, hopefully you guys will enjoy this ginormous show. This will end up being about 3.5 hours once I cut away all the pre-game stuff that's not necessary anymore. You don't want to just hear us in misery for an hour and a half. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks. Anybody else got anything you want to mention before we wrap this up?
Holy shit, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. But excited.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm so tired, but also I'm so hype.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I do want
The
to.
tiredness is like an effect of the hype too. They're like combating each other. Why, God?
And on that note, Temp, did you have anything else to add to that?
I just want to give a gigantic praise to myself for saying back at the predictions episode that we were really going to like what we saw, because I knew that we were near the end of the staircase and that there was a clear pattern of quality. So I had a feeling it was going to be awesome. I really thought everyone was going to like it. And I was just so fucking right. It's great.
Are you serious, dude?
Hey, dude, I was with you, so I don't even want to hear it. You kept telling me, you were all like, I'm going to be the one that's happiest with what we get. And I'm like, no, I'm the happiest. I'm always the happiest.
You're like the one dude who can't be like, I was so right. It was cool. You fucking called this shit, dude.
You son
It's your
of a
fault that we had to wait
bitch.
this long. The fucking Groundhog's Day of Mortal Kombat. That's true.
I'm glad we waited this long. We're getting a short-ass reveal schedule. This is going to be great.
I am
Me
too.
too.
It's
I
fucking
agree.
hype, and I'm looking forward to tucking about what this bullshit is gonna play like.
Oh,
Because
yes, absolutely. So, on that note, this is where I thought you were going to go, Temp, is I want to give a big shout out and appreciation and a thank you to NRS for really delivering, at least on the reveal
Yes.
front, and giving us
Seriously.
so much upfront. You made waiting so worth it, and then some. So thank you so much for this amazing reveal. Hopefully the game is even more. I just can't wait to go on this journey, and thank God it's going to be a short one. Give so much information up front when we finally got there. Great job, everyone. And thanks everyone in the chats that tuned in live. We had more live listeners than we ever have before, by about 3 times. So thanks everyone for tuning in and going on this journey with us. Thanks everyone for watching and taking part in the reaction and the reveal with us. That was awesome in a community sense. I've never been more pumped, more excited, more grateful. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and anybody listening on the download after the fact. Hopefully you guys dug our live reactions to everything, and hopefully you guys are as pumped as we are. I don't know how you couldn't be. On that note, everyone, take care, and we will see you very soon. And damn, is it good to be back.
And to be a gangster.
See you at the tournament.
It is good to be both of those things.
Take care, gangsters.
Bye.
Razor, say goodbye.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Be happy for once, damn it.
But
this is your time.
Not saying goodbye is my thing.
That counts.
Yeah, we're counting.
Outstanding.